Celebrate good times. Come on. Welcome, 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 welcome. I believe I am live. I believe I am live. I believe I am live. And hope you guys are having a beautiful, beautiful, amazing day. Or had a beautiful, amazing day. Let me make sure the chat is comment section is open. Hey Jamisha, how are you doing? You patiently waiting, Jamisha? Well, I'm here now. I'm here now. We're gonna talk about dating. Good evening, Cheryl. Hey, hey, hey. We're gonna talk about getting back in the dating world. Getting back in it. Hey, Belinda. Greetings. Namaste. Peace and blessings to everyone. Hope you guys are having an amazing. Maybe I should just go also live on let's do. How are you guys doing? Hey Julia, hey Jenny, hey, how you doing? Hey Cherry, how you doing? Julia, Amanda, how are you doing? You ready for this one, huh? You ready for this one? You sure you're ready for this one? This one is gonna be different, okay? This one is a little different. Give me 1 second. Let me set up my other one really quick. Getting back to dating. Give me a second. Let me make sure my stuff is updated. Let me make sure my stuff is good. Make sure I get my notes. Everybody's having. It's gonna be a lovely day. Lovely day. Good evening. Hey Lisa. Hey Dawson. How you doing? Let me make sure I'm set up. Let me make sure I'm set up. Give me a second. Give me a second. I'm coming. I'm coming. I promise I'm coming. How do you do this? Give me a second. No, no, no. I'm coming. I promise you. I'm not really great when it comes to these things. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. I promise you guys I'm coming. Let me set up. Let me just set up my stuff. I don't know how to do it. Okay. How do I do this? Hey Guinevere. I'm doing amazing. I'm doing amazing. Let me just set this up real quick. Okay, good. I got it now. Yes. So hello, hello, hello. So we're gonna talk about we're gonna talk about getting back into dating. Okay. Now many of us. Hey, Carlina. Carlina, long time no see. Many of us have taken a break. Right. We have taken a break from dating. Some of us have been married. We've been in relationships. We've been dating. And we don't know what the heck is going on. And we coming back trying to have relationships or relation. You ever been dating, Jamisha? Listen, we're gonna talk about this. And I welcome you guys to if you want to come up to discuss questions, if you want to come on the screen to discuss questions and your experience, please send me a request and I will send you the link. And all you have to do is just set up the link, hit your Dora, and then you can come up here and we can speak about it. Okay. So please feel free. Um, I'm on YouTube. So if you want to see those conversations, come on YouTube. Okay. Come on YouTube. My tag is Conscious Kirk Hazel. Okay. It's a whole new ball. It's a whole new ball game. It's a whole new ball game. So again, if you want to go in deep details after I give you these 11 pointers, if you want to go in more detail, please, 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 send me. Just let me know, and then I will send you the link, and you can join me on this live, and we can talk better. It can be a better conversation. It can be more direct, and I'm right here. I can answer questions. By the way, do you like my hoodie? You like my Scorpio hoodie? Scorpio, all the way. See, look, listen, check this out. Scorpio, assertive, private, passionate. Ain't that true? We're the most passionate people ever. Then we have intuitive, we have intense, we have determined, loyal, and mysterious. Ain't that talk about the Scorpio? Ain't that the Scorpio trait right here? If you want this hoodie right here, inbox me. I got all different. I got all your I got all the ones that you want. I got all the signs. Let me know, okay? Of course, Jamisha. Actually, I made a Gemini one. I made a Gemini one. Let me just talk on this just before we begin. Okay. Let me just give me a second. We're gonna begin soon. I promise you. We're gonna begin soon. Oh, I will show it to you, but it's not on here. I don't have it on this phone. So I want to talk on That's right, Scorpio. If you want one of this right here, inbox me. Feel free to inbox me, send me an email, or send me a DM or something, and then I'll let you know how much it is. But it's a Scorpio. For me, for mine, I even put Scorpio on my on my on my hoodie. On my sleeve, I have my name brand, but it won't come with a name brand on your screen. Good night, Simone. Good night. So let's get into it. So many of us have taken a break. Many of us have got married, and now we got divorced, and we don't know what the hell is going on. It looks scary out there. We don't know what to do. We don't know who to do, who to choose, how to choose them, how to be cool, how to be straight, how to converse, how to meet guys or women. We don't know because this stuff has changed. It has changed. It has. I have a make. I actually have a Pisces one too. You know what? Hold on. Let me see. Let me show you. Maybe it's on my tablet. Maybe it's on my tablet. Let me see if I have pictures on my tablet. Give me 1 second. See Pisces right here. See the Pisces one? Pisces is spiritual, emotional, generous, intuitive, romantic, creative, artistic, and the other one. And Gemini is right here. See the Gemini one? Intellectual, you are talk a lot, inquisitive, you are curious, impulsive, flexible, you are talk a lot, chatty, funny, outgoing. For you guys seeing, yeah, these are the things I'm talking about, okay? I have I have all of them, okay? Cancer, you all have the Cancer one, the sensitive, the loyal, and all these other ones, all this other stuff. So anyway, so if you want yours, just inbox me, send me a DM, and I will make sure. Hey, Candy, you want these are $50. $50. These are $50. Okay, these are $50. But I can make it in t-shirts too, by the way, for $25 in t-shirts. Okay, regular. I have t-shirts. I have hoodies, whatever color you want. All right. Let me not spend too much time on that because I want to get into this dating stuff. I want to get into. I have had many people ask me questions on when you get back in the dating game, in the dating world. How do I go about doing it? And many of you are scared to death, right? Many of you are scared. Hey, Ali, many of us are scared to death to get back into this dating game. Many of us have been hurt. Many of us, good, Julia. I'm glad. Many of us are being hurt. Many of us are sad. Many of us are scared. Many of us, we come in this dating pool and we scared. It looks scary. It looks scary as hell. Plus, we've seen all these stuff on social media. We've seen all this stuff on social media. We've seen everybody on social media talking all this stuff about dating. The dating pool has poop in it. We hear it has poop in it. It has pee in it. And especially as we get older. Now, if a lot of times the people who look at my channel or who look at my videos are usually in their 40s, maybe late 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Chances are, so a lot of my followers are older, my age and a little, my age, my group, 1980s, 1970s. Usually, are my people who follow me, not the 20-year-olds or 25-year-olds. And if you are, my bad. That's good. Greetings. But so for us now, it's scarier whether I want to. Man, I'm telling you, listen, it's a beautiful thing. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. I'm not scared of to listen to you for months. I know what my issues are now. I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. 80s babies, right? When my 80s babies up, my birthday is next month. I'll be 44. But I know certain things. So what I'm telling you guys is this. I know certain things based on my studies, based on my research, and based on my understanding of how to use energy to create things and to mend things. Because again, I only use energy or understanding of energy. I don't use what people are saying. I don't use what people the popular things on social media. I don't use just cliche sayings. I don't use cliche stuff. I really don't. I use the understanding of energy and how things connect. So understanding energy makes me understand relationships a lot better. Or dating, or love, or peace, or happiness, or finances. It when you understand energy, your entire life changes. Saving money, bringing money, earning money, attracting love, attracting peace, attracting relationships, attracting people. Everything changes because only because you understand how energy works. And to understand how energy works is about what's within you. What's going on, my brother? What's going on live? I mean, live wire. How you doing, man? So that's what I do. Okay. So if you have taken a break from dating, you've been married, you've been in relationships, you take a break because you've been celebrating, you don't know what the hell you was doing, and you just say, I quit. I know you back in the game. I know it looks scary now. Men change, women change, what you want change, what you should have changed, what you're supposed to have changed, and you don't know what the hell to do. You don't know where to start. Let's go. You all ready for this? Yeah, I'm scared. The Scorpio got me. Scorpio got you scared. You all ready for this? By the way, please, at the end of this, I would like to speak to you all if you can come up and let's converse. Let's, as we say, conversate. If you can converse on here and you come up in a box and speak, and so I can understand you more, so I give you a better response and a better one-on-one, face-to-face podcast type when you could just. But some of you are so scared to come up here and talk. I don't know why you are so scared. You ain't gotta be scared. If you have questions or if you have a personal experience, feel free to come in the box. I'll send you the request. You come, you join me. We can have a short conversation. All right. You scared, Ali? Ashley said, let's go. Number one, when you're coming back in the dating world, when you have been married, taking a break, understand, number one, don't assume it's the same way how you left it. Don't assume it's the same way how you left it. It is completely different. The world has changed. The world has evolved. Men have changed. Women have changed. People needs have changed. What people can have has changed. People's ability to work or not work has changed. The feminine and masculine, it hasn't changed, but the way how we look at it is different. Okay, Miss Howard. So don't start dating again. I know it's been a while, but don't start dating again, coming back and expecting the same crap the way how you left it. You cannot come back expecting it to be the same way. Right? So that's number one. Don't come back here in the dating pool thinking that men are gonna court you the same. Greetings, Miss Howard. Men are gonna court you the same, men are gonna date you the same or act the same towards you. Men are gonna want the same things because it's changed, it's updated. And you know what? Many of us can't get used to the update. Many of us still running on Windows 6 and we're on Windows 12 now. Many of us still have an iPhone 4 with the iOS, all iOS. We have to update. Many of us need to update. Hey, Patricia, how are you doing? Many of us need to update. We don't want to update. Like, for instance, many of us still, we hate, we don't want to live in the past, but we still hold on to 90s R&B. Why? Because we cannot move forward to 2024 gibberish. We cannot move forward. So we are stuck. And many of us are stuck in our expectations of what dating looks like, what coaching looks like, what relationship looks like. And the way how we are stuck there, we can't move on because we're still expecting the same thing. Too easy, right? You all understand? So don't come back dating, don't come back after your divorce thinking we're gonna be the same, expecting the same thing, and then thinking it doesn't work for me. Because you don't know it. You have to update yourself. You have to update. Number two, don't come in here with the old feelings. Don't start dating with old feelings. Don't start dating with old feelings. I know when that thing happened, when you decided to take your break, maybe you had a bad relationship and you ended it in such a bad way. Maybe it's been 10 years ago. How long has it been since you dated? How long have you guys waited to date? How long has it been since some of you had a relationship? How long has it been that some of you have been single? How many years? How many months? How much time has passed? What, maybe 3 years? Some of you 5 years? Some of you 10 years? Hey, Donette, how are you doing? 2 years, Jamisha? That's not too bad. I mean, it's long. It's not too bad. Good evening, Liz. 2 years ain't that bad. Single 3 years, almost 4 years. 4 years, okay. Well, yeah, it's a long time. It's a long time. And many of us, unfortunately, we're still carrying those same feelings that we left off with. We're still harboring those same feelings because we haven't healed a part of us. 2 years, okay. We haven't healed a part of us. So many of us are still carrying those same resentment, right? Many of us are carrying those same resentment. Many of us are carrying those same insecurities. Many of us are carrying those same feelings. Hey, Diani, and that's a bad thing. You can't, 6 years, wow. I think I'm good now. You good now? Good. Hey, Belinda, 2 years. Many of us are still carrying those same resentments. We're still carrying those same judgment. We're still carrying those same insecurities. We're still carrying the same hurt. And if you carry that same hurt and you try to date again now, it doesn't work. You have to, if you want to start dating, you have to start from scratch. You have to be fresh, wipe that thing clean. We can't start from old feelings. It doesn't work. You cannot start a new dating series with old emotions and old feelings. Because when you have those feelings, all you're going to do is attract the same man or woman that you just left 6 years ago. And then you're going to be so disappointed. I can't believe I'm meeting the same guys because you have the same feelings. You have the same feelings. You have the same feelings, and your feelings is what you use to attract. So if you think that since you've been taking a break for 5 years or 6 years or 10 years, if you think that it's going to be good, it is not good necessarily if you hold on to those feelings. You have to get rid of those things. And to get rid of those things, you have to accept what happened. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Do you understand me? Remember, feelings are magnetic. If you're going to feel something, that means you're going to attract it. If you're going to feel something, that means you're pulling it to you, you're pulling the experience to you. So you have to get rid of the feeling. Facts, electric, facts. You have to get rid of the feelings, okay? Start new feelings. You I got it? So don't come back in a dating pool with those old feelings. Hey, American Princess, thank you. Same to you. Same to you. Therapy is great. Facts. Therapy is great. Number three, know what you want. Know what you want. Many of us think that we know what we want. You got to know what you want. You got to know when before you start, you got to know what you want, because if you don't know what you want, they're going to give you what you don't understand that you want. They're going to give you what they think that you want. You got to know what you want. Many of us still see. Many of us. Here's the truth. Many of us, when I ask you, what do you want in a partner? What do you want in a relationship? You tell me what you don't want. You can't tell me what you don't want. You can't tell me what you don't want. Don't tell me what you don't. Hey, Miranda, how are you doing? Don't tell me what you don't want. You have to know what you want. You gotta know what you want. Many of you still don't know what you want. Hey, what do you want in a partner? Well, I don't want somebody who lies. And I don't want somebody who cheats. Well, you might get somebody who don't know how to spend money. You might get somebody in debt. You might get somebody in so much debt that they don't have time for you. You might get somebody who works so much that they have no time to be with you. So don't, knowing what you don't want is not relevant. You got to know what you want. So when you come back, on a date again, you have to know what you want. If you focus on what you don't want, you get it. You get what you don't want. That's how it works. I want peace and humbleness. If you want peace and humbleness, all you have to do is become peaceful and humble. And when you have that, the energy, remember, what does the work is you. What does the work is the energy within you. It's energy attracts energy. It's not you attract them, it's the energy that you are carrying. Your dominant energy attracts their dominant energy, and your energy recognizes their energy. So you have to know what you want by becoming that energy every single day. You have to take some time and become that energy every single day. You got to clear out the old energy. It doesn't work anymore. It hasn't worked anymore. It hasn't been working. You have to clear it out. Get rid of the old stuff and bring in the new. And that means your feelings. You got to clear the energy out. It's not good. Listen, again, I know the people who follow me right now. I know we in our 30s and 40s and 50s. I know my followers are grown. Yeah, like I trust like. I know my followers are grown. Right or wrong? I know you all are grown. It's all right, Miranda. I know we're grown. I know we're grown now. 44. Right? We growing up. We can't keep doing the same crap, feeding the same crap, and expect new crap. We got to clear up the old stuff. Get rid of the old stuff. The old stuff don't work for where we are at now. It don't work for this age. It doesn't work for in your 40s. I think 40s is like a brand new start. 40s, something is itching you. You know what I'm talking about? In your 40s, when you hit 40s, right? Something begins to change. You're like, what the hell? Something don't feel right. Something ain't working. Something just feels off. It's like life begins to change. And you don't know what it is sometimes. Sometimes you don't know what it is. But something don't. That's because you are using the old tools in this new part. 40s is a new beginning. Man, listen, life begin in their 40s. You cannot bring old stuff here. We're not talking about the young dating coaches who are 25 thinking that they know dating and they don't know this part. I see a lot of young dudes and young people doing this dating coaching. You cannot do this in your 40s because in your 40s, the entire life changed because now this is reality. It's real life. This is now a whole new era, a whole new experience, a whole new life. It changes. So therefore, you cannot bring over them all feelings, all thoughts, all reality, all judgment, all expectations, and all desires here. It's a whole different reality. Clear that stuff out. At 20 years old, right? You remember when we were 20, 25? Hey, Desiree. Started being consistent a few weeks ago. Definitely fit. It's a mature, yeah, thanks, Lisa. You remember when we were 20, 25? You remember how we felt? It felt good to feel alive in them emotions. It felt good to be in those. Yeah. Hey, Kelly, how you doing? Oh, okay. Hi, Kelly's friends. Hopefully, I enjoy your dinner. In your 20s, right? It felt good to be in those lovey-dovey feelings. You're like, oh my God, I'm so in love. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. It feels so good. Oh my God, I saw him, he saw me, I saw her, she saw me, and I just feel every time I see you, my pee changes. You know what I mean? It's good. But in your 40s, that stuff is pointless. In your 40s, it ain't working no more. Hey, Melba, it ain't working no more. Now is a new life. Now is a new reality. Now we need new things. Things you like about yourself and the things that you don't like about yourself. You will be attracted to a mate that will display both of those qualities. Indeed. Indeed. Number four, I know we're getting older. And one mistake that we make is that we got to rush. We got the time clicking, especially women. You all have that time, that click, the clicker, 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 clicker. That damn time just rolling by because you're 40 years old. Yeah, sure, bear. You're 40 years old, you single, you see yourself, I'm gonna be single forever. So you rushing. You meet somebody and you rush. You meet somebody and you get through that process of knowing them, and you take a whole 2 months to get somebody in the 6 months part. You are ready to just go. Hey, Carl, you ready to just be in, you ready to go steady, as we called it back in the days. You ready to go steady. Hey, let's go steady now. It's been 2 months. You should know what you want. You should know I know what I want. No, no, no. We don't know each other yet. We gotta slow. Don't rush it. Because a lot of times it's like when you celebrate, you take a break from having sex. Chances are when you come back on the scene, you're gonna pick some trash because you're not paying attention. You are not focused. You are paying attention to think, well, if I've been celibate, you expect him to cherish your celibacy, and he doesn't. He doesn't understand. He doesn't respect your celibacy because that's not for him. That's for you. So don't think that your celibacy or your break means anything to a man. Yeah. Don't assume I've been celibate for 15 and a half years. Oh man, that's good. And then you assume that we want you more. No, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. You can't hate dating. Dating is a beautiful thing. Don't hate dating. It's just hate your expectations. It's not dating that's bad. It's your expectations that's not off. It's just off. I think we expect too much things, but this is why I'm doing this right now. So Again, don't think that you gotta rush because you are older, because you are starting late, because you are in your 45. See, you've been married for 18 years, 20 years, and now you 50 and you're single and you want somebody for to be a partner for the for the rest of your half of your life or the next 30 years of your life. And so when you start meeting somebody, you're hearing the good things. You see the good things and you hear and you feel the good things. And then you're ready in the next month or two. It takes about 6 to 8 months to crack somebody to see them for what they really are. About 6 to 8 months, just to crack it, just to see them just a little bit. 2 months, you don't see nothing. All you see and that's not just them. That's you too. In 2 months, you seeing a representative. In 3 months, you seeing a rep and a little bit of 6 months. You begin to see them. The mask began to fall off sometimes, and you fix it right. The mask drop off, and hey, I'm sorry, I didn't mean. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. That mask began to fall off, and you. Sorry, I didn't mean to do it. We don't know. Listen, you don't know people in 2 3 months. Don't rush it just because you think you're old. Because when you think that you're old, you're killing your vibe. When you start to rush, you begin to kill the vibe. And when you begin to rush a man or a woman, something feels off. If you rushing me, huh, what are you trying to give me? It's like you. It's like you go into the. It's like you go to a car dealership and they try to put this car in you so quick. You try to put this car in you so quick, and then you question, why are you moving so fast? What's wrong with the car? American Princess, for real. What's wrong with the car? Should I get rid of it or something? Or like, it's a clunker or something? You got to relax. Don't be quick to give yourself to the first man who looks like he makes that list. You gotta chill. Or the first woman. It's not just men. I'm talking about women too. Because hey. So don't think that you have to rush. Just it's time is an illusion. You just feel real because you are in it. You can't separate yourself. All right. Let's go. Number 5. Don't look for your last person. Don't look for your last person. Don't look for your last person. Do not look for your last person. Don't look for your last person. He doesn't exist anymore. She don't exist. Because if you're looking for that person, you're going to try to change everybody to fit him or her. See, a lot of men are doing this now. A lot of men are looking for their ex in you. And they try to tell you how to dress, how to eat, how to cook, how to walk, because they're still looking for that person that they lost. You cannot look for that man either. That man is gone. That woman is gone. Do not try to fix nobody to be like someone else. A lot of us unconsciously do this. We're comparing, right? Comparison is a thief of joy. We are looking for the last person. Listen, skip to my number 10. Be open. You got to be open. You got to be open because if what you had didn't work for you, be open to something different. I know it felt good. That's what that was your comfort zone. It felt good, it felt comfortable, but you got to be open. This is my number 10th one. You got to be open. I skipped. You got to be open. At this point of your life, you got to be open. You cannot be closed-minded thinking that this is how it should work, how it works, because you know what, a lot of times love comes with a big disguise. It comes with the person who you don't expect it from. It really does. It comes with the person who you least expect it from. See, what you expecting is just disappointment. Because that's what it gives you, disappointment. You gotta be open. You got to be open. At this time, you gotta be open. You gotta be open. Ask. Because you know why? Miranda asks, why the hell would you want your next to be like your last? Because a lot of times the last one was good. Yeah, the last one was good. It gave good memory. It felt good. In some way, human beings, we are creatures of habits. When we get used to something or someone, that's just the way how we want it to be. That's just what we expect. And so that we want the next one to act accordingly, the next one to act just like that one. Because, I mean, everything was perfect except this one thing that he did. Everything was good except this one thing that she did. So now I want you to behave like this, but yet fix that one that he did. So that I hope you don't have this issue that he did. Don't look for your last person. You gotta open up. Before I continue, somebody said, why does it seem like men come back when you are starting to move on? The reason why men come back when you are starting to move on is because your heart begins to release them spiritually. The spiritual hold that they had on you is they can feel their breakage. They can feel it. And when you feel somebody releasing you, it awakens you. It's like you call them back. So when they, because remember, when we are connected, every time you with someone and you want someone and you want somebody to work, what happens? You wait and you wait and you wait and finally, when you make up your mind to say, you know what, I think I'm gonna be done. I don't want this no more. I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this. What happens is that you say, you know what? When you decided, your heart and your vibration will became in tune, and you begin to walk away. When you do that, your spirit, remember, when you are connected to somebody, you can feel whatever what you feel, they feel. Understand, this is just how it works. What they feel, you feel. What you feel, they feel. They can feel it when you're angry. They can feel when you're sad. They can feel when you're excited because they can feel it. It's a connection. But when you begin to open up your heart to release them, they feel that difference and they get scared. They don't know what to do, so they come back. Hey, stranger, because they don't want nobody want to feel like you are no longer important in their lives, so they come back. So we got to understand. We have to understand. We have to understand this. It's not necessarily that they want you. It's because fear, ego says, I can't allow you to go because then what I don't know anything else. You are my familiar place. Do you think everyone is relationship material? That depends. I mean, some people some people want certain things. Some people want people to be violent. Some people want people to I mean, you might be surprised. You might be surprised. Everybody, listen, I've been seeing some different couples and so together, and it works for them. It works for them. You want that person, huh? But number 10, you gotta be open. You gotta be open. This is not the past. This is not your past life. It's not your past relationship. It's not your past boyfriend, your past husband, your past wife, or your girlfriend. You have to be open. Open to new reality. This is 40 years old. I promise you, I'm 19 years old. At 19 years old, what you want, or 25, what you want then is not what you want now. What you needed then is not what you need now. You need a new experience. You need peace, happiness, and joy. Them things don't come from six figures. It don't come from all this good looks and all these feelings. See, when you have those feelings for somebody, all them feelings, right? This is why I always talk about feeling. When you have all that feeling, that strong feeling for someone, understand you are being controlled, easily controlled. You are being easily controlled because when something change or when their behaviors change or action change, you go crazy. You can't take it. You begin to act ridiculous. You begin to act the fool. You begin to step out of character because the feeling changed. And everybody, when their feelings change, you panic because you like to be comfortable. You like the same feeling. And when the feeling switch, I don't feel like myself. I don't like this feeling. I don't know what's going on. This ain't right. And then you begin to be ignorant. This is why I said you got to be careful with these feelings. We want all these feelings for people, but in the 40s, no, don't go for feelings. I keep telling people this, and people don't understand. It's not about feelings, it's about what makes sense. American Princess is about what makes sense. Miranda, what makes sense? Belinda, what makes sense? Ali, Lisa, what makes sense? Jamisha, you know we gotta do what makes sense. To hell with all them stuff. All right, let's go to number 6. This is what I want to tell you. We're coming back to dating. We're 50, we're 40s, emotion addiction. We're 40s, we're 50s. What I want to say is this. When you go back into dating, you can't go back into the tense. Let me say this. You can't be tense anymore. Oh Lord, I'm hot. Hold on. Let me change my hoodie. Hold on. Can you give me a second? I'm sweating already. I talked to him. Hold on. Give me a second. I just made that hoodie. I think it worked for the first time, really. I'm sweating that hoodie already. Man, you all. Better. Don't be tense. Some of you all are too damn tense. Having hot flashes. No. How is it so far? Good information? Good information? Decent information? Don't be tense. Don't be tense. No, I don't drink alcohol. Alcohol is not for me. I used to, but I don't drink alcohol. I'm pure. I'm getting more pure. Probably what it is. Don't come in a relationship or dating tense. Don't try to go in tense. Because you know why? You already have expectations, you have already fear, you have already all this anticipation, you already have all these things. So you are tense. And when you tense what you are doing, when you tense what you are doing, when you tense what you are doing, the energy from your tension is attracting that same lower energy as the tension carries. The frequency of energy is based on your tension now. It's no more what you want, it's based on the energy that you are carrying. You cannot go in there tense because when you go in there tense, your energy is read as ridiculous. It doesn't feel good. It's not smooth. It's not soft. It's not attractive. It's scared. It's insecure and it's tense. You push back the good things. That's what tension does. Tension pushes back the good things and it attracts the low vibration. Remember, tension, yeah, the dating anxiety. Tension, listen, you are gonna notice. Listen, this I should be charging for this right here. This should be a master class because you ought to understand this is very important information. What your tension is doing is attracting that lower vibration, that lower vibrational man or woman, that person who is going to victimize you, that person who will disrespect you because the energy, yes, consciously, I am a good, I want this, I love this, but your tension says, my energy says, I attract this. You start acting up. Listen, you got to relax. Don't go in there tense and scared. You got to drop that stuff off. This is the biggest stopper. Don't be afraid of getting hurt. That's one of the reasons why you are tense. You are afraid of being hurt. When you're afraid of being hurt, then you are not doing it properly. You are not behaving according to what you want to do. You are behaving based on fear. You are acting based on fear. See, when you're afraid of being hurt, then you're not doing what you need to do. You're not thinking clearly. There's no clarity there. Your intuition ain't working. Your intuition is only hearing, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Stop. This don't feel right. That's all you're hearing. It's like your whole is off because you are basing it on fear. And a lot of you are too fearful. You don't know what to relax because you have to understand one thing that you have to do in your 40s and 50s. Some don't. Right. One thing that we have to do in our 40s and 50s is have trust. I saw that post on Facebook about what you look like when the last relationship ended. Miranda, people actually believed it. People actually was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." It was a joke. I think people don't know what I'm joking, and I don't like it because people always expect me to be serious. People always expect me to be all, but I'm not. I'm a very person. I don't like to be serious. I'm never serious, really. I'm never really serious. I'm always in a high spirit. So that's why I really don't like those posts because people are like, "Oh my God, I can't believe." Man, it was a joke. I'm man. Uh-oh. Am I breaking? Is my internet bad? Is my connection bad? God will never give us peace in a situation that we never meant to stay in. I think I struggle with being open while simultaneously being mindful of male. I think I struggle with being open. Um, where am I? While simultaneously being mindful of may or may not be a red flag. Listen, here is what you're gonna do in our 40s and 50s. Thank you, Julia. In our 40s and 50s, said you better believe it. What you have to do, you have to develop trust. You have to develop trust. You know what trust really is? I said this before. Trust is knowing no matter what happens, I'm good. But you have to align yourself to experience everything is perfectly fine. See, many of us, our ego can't take the bad, as we call it the bad. Our egos can't take it. If something happened that we don't like, If something happened that we don't expect, if something happened that goes out of our expectation, we think that something is wrong. We need healing. Oh my God, this. Oh my God, this. You tricked me. We gotta stop with all this. You're making life hard. You're making life hard. You don't trust necessarily people. You trust that you're going to be okay no matter what. Listen, I trust that if my wife leaves me, I am perfectly fine. I trust that if something happens, I am perfectly fine. I trust that if somebody kicked me to this house, I am perfectly fine because I have the means of knowledge and wisdom. I can get where I want to go no matter what happens because I have learned skills. Over these years, I have learned skills. I have learned my own self. I have learned how to be consistent in what I do. I have learned to be self-sufficient. I have learned to actually exceed this stuff. I have learned. So I know no matter what. See, many of you, you don't understand this. You think trust is on people. Trust is not in people. Trust is within you. Trust happens within you. It's all going on here. Trust is not saying you're going to be acting my way. I'm going to be acting your way. You should act this way. I should act this way. Trust says that no matter how you act, I am good. How can one trust again if they got their heart broken from the previous? Again, I just said trust is not on the outside. Just because you got your heart broken. And you know what? Many times when you get your heart broken, you didn't get your heart broken because you're already seeing crap. You already knew the truth. Many of us knew the truth. Many of us, we be seeing they acting funny. I see it. They're texting, they're hiding their phone, they're hiding their phone calls. They don't talk to me no more. We don't communicate. We don't have intercourse anymore. We see this thing coming. So it's not your heart is broken. It's just your mind. Listen, hear this right here. Check this out. Let me explain something. You don't get heartbroken. You get mentally awakened. It's an awaken that you experience, an awaken. You know the awakening process? If you ever be, I don't know who's on here has been through a spiritual awakening. I don't know if anybody here has been through a spiritual awakening. Many of us have. Okay? Many of us have. Many of us have been through, especially my followers, people who watch my videos, many of us have been through a spiritual awakening because I speak on more spiritual things. So I know people look at me for that reason. And when you experience a mental, a spiritual awakening, it hurts. Don't it hurt? Oh my Lord! Don't it, man? Some touch. Oh my God, my internet is bad. It was eye opening, right? MW. Can you? Hey, YouTube. Am I still on here? My internet says it's bad. I don't know what's going on with my internet. Can you answer to me? I'm frozen. Oh, that's not good. Okay, I think it's good now. It might be good now. Can you ask me now? YouTube. It hurts like hell, right? Okay, I'm back. Good. I'm sorry. I think my internet. I think my kids are on. I think my kids playing games or something. Good. So a spiritual awakening is very bad because your mom taught you this, right? Yeah, by extreme pain. By extreme pain, isn't it? Your mom taught you, your dad taught you this, your pastor taught you this. But then when you see it for yourself, you're like, that's not what they taught me. I gotta change my beliefs, change the way I gotta change, I gotta change me, I gotta change how I look. Because it shifts you in a different direction. It shifts you to your real reality. Listen, when somebody show you who they are, you have a spirit, you have a mental awakening. It's not a heartbreak. Your heart is perfectly fine. It's your mind that makes you can't sleep. It's your mind that makes you have no rest. It's your mind that makes you cry, your thoughts. It's your mind that makes you not accept. It's not your heart. Your heart is perfectly fine. Your heart is not broken. It's just a mental awakening that you're experiencing. That's why you can't sleep. That's why you keep thinking about this person. That's why you are resisting. Just like what you did when you had a spiritual awakening. You were resisting the truth. You are resistant. It's the mental awakening. So listen, when you're having a mental awakening, when you see the truth, when somebody's teaching you their truth, you take it. That's one king fact. When you see somebody telling you the truth, you take it. When somebody show you who they are, why do you want to fight it? Why are you angry? They're showing you who they are. That's all they can do. They're showing you who they are. And when they show you who they are, mother effing believe it. You're gonna believe it. That's just it. Hey, Sharika, how you doing? You gotta believe it. You just can't. You see, many of us, people show us who they are, and you want to fight it. No, I don't like it. Change. No, that's not fair. Tell me I'm not fair for being who I am. Reality for that very dark. Could it be also that reality hurts the ego because now the world that gives you validation is going to take a bam. I love it. I love that. I love that. I love that. But you know what? That's part of a mental awakening because it's a change of reality. Your reality shifts because now you see the truth about somebody and you can't accept it. Because let me tell you, you painted a picture. You painted a picture of somebody based on how they respond to your questions, based on what they did, based on the actions that they show you. You painted a picture, and now when the picture you see something else that's not in the picture that you painted. When you see something else that he or she doing that's not in the picture that you are that you have painted, you can't take it. Hey, Miss Jolu, how you doing? When you see somebody do something that's not in the picture that you painted, that's when that's when we go crazy. Hey, Monique, Kassavet, how you doing? That's when we can't take it. It's the picture. The picture has changes. And all you have to do is shift the picture, change, add in the new information to the picture, and just make that picture new. But no, you can't do it because if you do it, your ego can't take it because I picked wrong again. I mean, man, listen, man. It's not a we don't have heartbreaks a lot of times. We have mental awakening. Hey Vivi, that means you wake your ass up. You wake your ass up. So can maybe I'm telling you, when I see what it is just what it is. So number six was do not be tense. Do not be tense. Don't be afraid of getting hurt. Relax. That energy manifests into a whole different place where we don't want. Melba, I hope you take notes. I hope you're taking notes now. Hey Donna, how are you doing? I hope you're taking notes. Number seven, when you coming in back to this new dating scene, when you coming in, hey Lynn, when you come back into this new dating scene, we're not going to cook on the first day. We're not going to cook on the first date. We're not going to nobody's house. We're not going to nobody's house. We're not going, on the first date. Chantel, good evening. We're not going on the first date on somebody's house. We're not hearing nobody say, come to the house. We're not doing that. We're not cooking. We're not washing nobody's clothes in the first date, second date. We're not doing all this stuff just to be wanted, just to be chosen. We stuff just to be chosen. We ain't doing that. Remember, I liked you not knowing who you are. I liked you by you not doing nothing. All you did was breathe, and I found you attractive. Understand it. We are dating. I saw you. I recognized you. You was breathing. And damn it, I still had a crush on you. Don't think that you have to do any extra. Don't think that you're going to do any extra. Brian Swartz, your energy and you see, here these things come, right? I'm here on my channel. Here comes this Brian Swartz. I've been admiring your profile from afar and can't help but feel a connection. What connection? That's gas that you're feeling, brother. Your energy and positivity shine through your post. Would love to get to know you better and share some. Boy, send me a friend request, please. That's he got gas. That what he feeling is gas. You all, when people tell you these things on here, I've been admiring your profile. It's not here anyways. That's that's gas you got. But seriously, you ain't got to try to be. You ain't got to try to be anything different. We're too old to be trying to prove a point. We're too old to be trying to do so much. We're too old. You gotta just relax. So we ain't going to no house dates. I think in our 40s and 50s, man, one of the best things to do, man, you go to a quiet place, somewhere that you're not gonna get disturbed. interrupted on a regular basis. Somebody ain't coming. You need anything else? Do you need something? Do you want something? Do you want some drink? Do you want some food? Go to a place where it's. But those are the best energy transfer. These days, social media will tell you, don't let a man take you to a park because he's showing you. Go to a space where energy is connected. Go to a place where it's a calm so you can pick up on vibrations. Go to a place where to get to know you is to know you through myself. So if I'm calm in this space, usually, if I'm calm and peaceful, I can pick you up even faster. I can figure you out even faster because I can know your intentions. I can know your intentions because nobody interrupting you. I can feel a strong energy. Go to a space that's more quiet. It's not about how much money he spends. It's not about how much dinner you eat. It's not about the type of steak that you eat. It's not about the lobster that you eat. It's about the energy that you receive. You have to go to a space where it's more quiet. It's better that way, especially for those you are who scared. People did not teach about character. They spoke more on looks. This YouTube. Facts, Jamisha. Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? On YouTube? Brian, come back again with this gas thing again. I didn't know that going to calm. Yeah, man. Am I frozen now still? This internet connection. I think my kids are on the internet, man. Oh, my internet is bootleg. Okay, you see me now. Okay, good. Good, good. Okay, good. Thank you, American Princess. Let's take us to number eight. Number eight. So one of the things that we don't do much, one of the things that we don't do much as single people, so I'm not single. One thing that single people don't do much, especially grown people, is they don't go out by themselves. They want to stay home and have somebody come to their window. They want to stay home and expect somebody to come to their window and say, "Hey, I'm here. God has sent me here." Nobody wants to go out because it feels awkward to be out. It feels awkward to be out. So nobody want. Hey, listen, my apologies. My apologies for my internet to keep going on. Okay, I am sorry for that. I don't know what's wrong with my internet. Nobody wants to go out. The connection with you is only based on their imagination and wishful thinking. They think you're pretty, right? Nobody wants to. Everybody expects somebody to just walk in the back of your door, and when they do it, you mad. You say, "God sending me a man." Okay, God sending me a husband. When he comes to your window, you call in the police. I thought you don't believe God sent him to you. Nobody wants to go out by themselves. No, I know better. I mean, I know Miranda. Nobody wants to go out and dine by themselves. Let me tell you what's the best thing to do. Let me tell you what I tell grown women to do. You, oh my God, get dressed, muster up, muster up some good energy, some good feelings, muster up that emotions that you love, muster up a peaceful appearance and a peaceful mind, muster up this inside this 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 humble, peaceful energy within, and then muster up a picture in your mind that you love to look at, so that your face is showing. And your face, when you put the picture in your mind that you want to put there, your energy changes towards the picture. Your emotions changes to the picture, and you become a lot more attractive. See, some of you all leave the house with things on your mind, and you look like you just have this resting bitch face. You just have this resting bitch face on you. Look like somebody gonna take your food. You're gonna take my cornbread. You look like somebody about to beat you up. Some of you are walking in public. Like, what's wrong with you? Man, I was in a grocery store the other day, man. And I saw this lady walking in the grocery store, and I was like, wow, damn, is that bad? Is that bad? Life is that bad? Nobody approaching you. You know what somebody told me? A woman told me this nonsense. A woman told me this. A woman told me this. A woman said, I said, listen, do you ever see your face while you out? No, I know I have a resting bitch face. I said, well, why would a man approach you? Why won't they approach me? I said, if you see a man with a rusted face on him, would you approach him? No, but it's different though. He's a man. Anybody wants you with the face on? See, like, you do you really think that the laws don't work for you? That, do you really think that this don't go for you too? Well, a man should be a man and approach me anyways. Shut that stuff down. Ridiculous. A man should approach you anyways. But what? What you getting this thing? See, this is called entitlements. This is called entitlements. This is why this society is not doing right because the entitlements is crazy. You think that you are entitled to a man to approach you because you're a woman and a man should be a man. Everybody want the face. Looking like you're taking a poop. You boo jacks. You think you look like you're walking around constipated all day. This is screw face on. Damn, I don't want to smell what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing. Yeah, Jamisha. You're walking around with feel like you're in pain. Okay. Listen. You walking like you're in pain. You thinking about your ex-boyfriend. Ma'am, Chris, but deep somewhere. You somewhere else. You somewhere in Africa somewhere having a lion chase you. Somebody chasing you. Somebody chasing you in your mind and you running. What's up, Coco? How you doing? Somebody chasing you in your mind and you running. Anybody coming to that? So you have to make it a habit. You have to, if you want to meet somebody decent, you have to make it a habit to not just put on good clothes, but put on a good attitude. Look at the world, Julie. Put on a beautiful attitude. Put on a beautiful. See, listen, your makeup is not just on your face. That's just covering the stuff that's on your face. Your makeup is how you put the picture in your mind, and your face looks pleasurable. Your face looks like it's in a good space. Your face looks approachable. That's the right makeup. The right makeup is when you put the thoughts there. Some of you cannot. You don't have the discipline to put the thoughts in your head. You're walking around like you're mad because you're still single. That you're mad because the last man that you played with your emotions and you don't feel like being bothered and you're walking around here just you lost it. You gotta put on a good attitude. Africans we are just you know what I'm saying? Put on a good attitude. Put on a good makeup as in your feelings. And when you put that on, man, your energy is so beautiful. It is so attractive. People are like, hey, I want you all to try this and tell me how it works. I promise you, it works. I want you all to consciously, the next time you leave your house, leave that shit that you're fighting with, leave the African lions and zebras back in Africa, leave the kangaroos in Australia, and leave whatever in America. Leave them things alone. Leave the rats and the things in New York. Leave them things at home in your house. And when you leave your house, you put on that clothes, you put on that clothes in your mind or that feelings and you put that picture up there and when you go to dinner when you go sit down to eat you just focus on the picture. Don't feel like you're lonely. Don't feel like people look at you like you're crazy. Don't feel like people look at you like you're a loser. Feel that. Remember, your energy travels. Your energy travels. Your energy is traveling. You gotta be careful. And ain't nobody coming to you thinking that, well, I understand that you might be a good woman, but you have a screw face on. So, but you might be, my spirit is telling me that you are a good quality catch. Man, listen, even if my spirit tells me you're a good catch, that face already turned me off. You gotta be careful, man. So that was number 8. Get comfy, get dressed, put on a good attitude, good emotions, good thoughts, a good mental picture, and you leave your house, but you have to go outside. You can't meet your man in your house. Try to try coming to Zanzibar. You know what? No, no, but that no. I was just saying, not Africa as in the continent Africa. Well, I was saying you're in America and your mind is in Africa, or you're in Africa and your mind is in Australia. I would not. It's not just the place itself I was talking about. I was just saying you are far away. You are far away in your mind. Like you live in New York, but your mind is in Zanzibar. Your mind is in, um, in Kenya or something. So it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't Africa. I was talking about Africa. I was just telling you how distant you are from your mind. That's what I was. That was my reference. Don't get offended. Not that I ain't. I ain't one of them ignorant people who think Africa is just monkeys and gorillas and lions. All right, that's not what I said. So don't get offended. Maybe I didn't say it properly. So if I offend you, my apologies. All right. Number 9, like I said, so this was number 9. Be aware of the energy on your face at all times. Be aware of your energy at all times. Be aware of your own energy. Seriously. Thank you, Felix. Thank you. Seriously. Be aware of your own damn energy. If you think that it feels not good, what you feel is what they see. If you're walking around in like you want to poop or you want to pee, they see it too. They sense it too because you are projecting it. It goes out. Your energy field goes out. As soon as they come in the energy field, they get constipated too. Do you have your passport? Did you, did you get your shots? So we got to be careful. And like I said, be open. That was number 10. Here's the last one, number 11. Now, there's something that I've learned about 45-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 42-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 38-year-olds. Number 11. Something that I learned about women our age. Oh, y'all talk a lot. Jesus Christ. Y'all talk. Y'all talkative. Y'all talk. You meet somebody and you want to talk. You just talk. You talk everything on the first date. You first meet them, and you feel so easy to talk to. You see, that's the trick. When somebody feels easy to talk to, don't control yourself still. Don't tell them everything because people are listening. People are listening. People are listening to you on a regular. People here, they pick up. You ain't got to tell them about your past relationship. You got to tell them about what your ex-husband did. You got to tell them about what your ex-boyfriend did, what the last 6 husbands did, your last 6 relationships. You got to tell them how long you've been celebrating. Lord, you ought to talk. Don't tell them what you did yesterday. Don't tell them what you do in the bathroom. Don't tell them what you do when the lights are off in your bed. Don't tell them what you do when you're horny. Don't stop oversharing too much. Just talk. No more conversations. They be asking. It go both ways. But we have to give people the chance to talk. People love talking about themselves. Yes. Sometimes you have to give the other person a chance to do it too. We got to do it. But we talk so much, especially us, our age. We talk because number one, we lonely. A lot of us are lonely. I respect men. Kindly do a podcast on online dating, how to navigate that landscape. Unfortunately, that's the only avenue for us to meet people. People outside. You guys, there's people outside. There's people outside. There's people outside every day. It's just that we don't want people to approach us. You all women hate to be approached in public. Some of you all hate to. You all don't want to be approached in the gym. You all don't want to be approached at work. Not when you walk in. It's always you don't want to be approached in the places where you want to be approached. And I think that's the crazy part. That's the crazy part. The partnership, so they can get sympathy. Women talk about the partnership in the hopes that they won't do the same thing. It's true. That's deep right there. That's deep. Man, listen, meeting in person. Hey, Miss Angie, how you doing? Miss Angie, were you the one I talked to on Facebook for the hoodie? Is that you? Me, listen. If nobody told you this, there's people outside. There's people outside. There is people outside. It's not just online. There's a lot of people outside, but we just don't really want to be approached because let me tell you something. Let me tell you when men approach you. Y'all want to know the crazy thing about how men approach you? Men approach you when you look simple. A lot of times when you look like a simple, when you're in Walmart with your skirt. Somebody asks, why do men only approach women when they have their bonnet on their head and they're in Walmart looking like a? Because that's how you're gonna look when you wake up. That's the real you. I would rather approach a woman in her simple state because I know that's what she looks like. So I don't have to be surprised when I wake up the next day and you look like a whole different person. I know what you look like. One thing about this social media saying, we have all these debates on what men want, what women want, what men like, what women don't like. I think it's irrelevant. But when men say they don't really want makeup, I don't think you all believe it. I think what men lust at and what men fall in love with is two different things. It's two different things. I just want to see you. I was dating this lady once, long time ago, and I promise you, I never seen her real face. And I think that was the reason why I was like, I'm done. This ain't it. This is not it. I was like, I'm done. She said, why? I said, I never see you. You can be following me one day and I don't know who you are because I never seen your face. Every time I see you, you look like this. And I don't know what that doesn't, I don't know what you look like. Can I know what you look? You know what I look like. You know what I look like. I never seen what you look like. I don't know you. I only know the man up version. And it's not that makeup is bad. And I don't mind makeup, but can I see you without it? Without your extra hair and without your extra face? I just want to see you. I don't want you to chase me one day or you walking behind me and I don't recognize you. It's just I mean, but at least I know. But listen, if you have any experiences, especially on YouTube, the folks on YouTube, because YouTube, I have three people on YouTube, three different screens. Um, if you have an experience or questions that you want me, or you want to speak on, or you want advice on, and you want to come up here, I would open this. If you have any questions, you can come up here. I know some of you all are scared. Some of you all are scared to death to come on the screen because you think that you gotta be perfect and your face gotta be perfect and your hair gotta be perfect, and you really don't. But if you want to come up here and ask the questions or say what you want to say and ask your own personal stuff, please come up. Just let me know. I'll send you the link, but it has to be on YouTube. If nobody coming up here, I'm closing this live. Talk about your dating experience, or you now single and you dating this person now, and this is what they are doing. What does it mean? Or what does dating look like for you right now? Or how do I set myself up for this? If you have different questions, if you have questions, let me know so I can send you a request. If not, I think that I've spoken enough. But I know you all are scared to come up here. Why you? So you all don't want to know anything else? If you're dating and you have questions, I'll send you the request. If you're dating, if you have an experience going on, if you're dating somebody, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, let me know so I can send a request. Because Lord, you are scared. Thank you, Casey. Thank you. But I'm about to go because nobody has questions. So nobody has questions. So if you all don't have any questions because you are not dealing with anything, Miranda is married. Miranda's a woman. You ask Miranda come up. Miranda is a married woman. I'm talking about people who have issues with what's going on with their dating. If you have questions about your dating, hey, Mirago, Jamisha, you coming? Thank you, Judy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You want to come up? I can send you the link. A matter of fact, let me send it. Let me um give me a second. Okay. Here's the link right here. What you scared of? That's the link right here. I just sent the link. This is the link right here. Um, click on the link. I don't know what you are scared of, man. No, not here because I can't do here because then my bigger audience won't see it. So if you come, just come over to YouTube and just come up here on YouTube. Just come over here on YouTube. I promise you, it's a lot easier here because here is a lot easier. I sent the link already. So if you come over on YouTube, my YouTube handle is Conscious Kirk with a K. Conscious with a K, Kirk. Just come over here and I already listen. I have the link right here. Click on the link. Ask me your questions. The link is right there. Oh, Joe, I'll be scared. How do I pin this? Um, I don't know how to pin stuff. Miranda, hey, Miranda, come on. Miranda, come on up. I send you the link. Click on the link. But if you have questions, come up. Lord, you are scared. I'm like right now. I'm talking about right now. Right now. If you have any questions or you're dealing with something or you need more clarity on something, I already put the link on the YouTube chat. Click on the link and come. Yeah, come on. Oh Lord, Miranda gonna face mask on. Miranda, this is going this is gonna be seen everywhere. I don't think you want to come here with a face. I don't think you want to come with a face mask. Hold on. Lord have mercy. Give me a second. Hey Morocco,
Hey,
how you doing?
Hello?
well,
See?
hi, Amanda.
Hi.
You
I
can
So
don't
say hey.
care. I have no shame.
you have no shame, huh? Oh
I
Lord,
have no
Morocco.
shame.
Okay, well, hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, Morocco, what would you like
The
to
room full
add?
of women. I'm sure they've seen this before.
Well, hon-
Huh?
honestly, I had no questions first, but then I remembered something that's happened to me lately. Is that we have
Mhm.
an echo? I don't know what's going on. Oh no.
Wait, I can't really hear you. You are going in and out. Wait, hold on. Let me give me a second.
Oh,
We've got a
Let
weird
me mute.
feedback thing going on. I'm trying to figure it out.
yeah. Can you hear me now?
Give me one. Yeah, let me mute Miranda and Lee
And
first. Lynn, I'll get to you soon. So yes, Miranda. I mean not Miranda. Morocco. As you were
yeah.
saying. Hey, if you all want to see, come over on YouTube.
Hi
Go ahead.
So
guys.
hi, Lynn. So I remembered something that's happened to me lately. Is that sometimes I've seen someone commenting about the love bombing and since
I'm
nobody
getting
was going
ready. So
over, then I decided to ask the question because it reminded me of something that's happened to me before. So basically, I think I've reached a point in my life where I could see such stuff coming, like the love bombing and whatever it's called. And I even laugh at it. I'm not even like scared or like, oh my God, this is a narcissistic. No, it's like, and I'm like,
Yeah.
look at him. And then, I'm really laughing. I'm having fun. But then I don't care and I move on. So,
What do
but
you
then, yeah,
what do you think love bombing is? Oh, how would you consider what is love bombing?
I'll be honest with you. The way I see it it's not negative like most people say it, and I will tell you why. Love bombing is just people are excited about you. So they will try to do everything possible to get you. Now here's the thing, the novelty is gone. So they don't feel attracted with you anymore. And they start asking questions. Some people have different conflicts in their lives. I don't think love bombing is really that bad. I just see it as someone who is so unsure of himself or herself that they try to do everything like a kid who's desperate to get your attention. He just wants to get your
That's
attention. This is
very,
why
very, very interesting.
this is why I found myself laughing when I see this type of dudes, or for my case, because I'm heterosexual. Maybe for women, for other ladies or whatever. So I just see them like babies. They don't know. I'm saying like he. I wish happiness for him and for him to know what he needs because he doesn't need to do all that.
Interesting.
Honestly,
Okay.
I was like, oh, he loved mommy, and then I felt like I was in hell. I was like, no, girl, you believe that. And the question that the person should ask herself or himself is, why do you feel the need for someone to give you such attention to feel yourself present? Because as you always say, like the presence is within your breath. It's not from outside. If you become conscious of yourself from outside, this is your problem. It's not the problem of the long bomb or whatever. The long bomber is just a kid. He just wants to get your attention. I mean, I take it like this. So I really don't hate them. In the worst case, I start laughing at them. I really laugh like, haha, look at you. I mean, like, look at you, moron, and then that's it. I don't know.
I get you. I mean, I get what you're saying because it's powerless when you have control. It's powerless, or is not as bad when you know you have control of you. See what I'm saying? So I think many of us are triggered by love bombing because we say, we blame love bombing for our own behaviors. Let me
Yeah.
let me ask Lynn real quick. Let me bring Lynn. Hey, for the ones in the queue, give me a second, okay? Just stay right there, and I'll bring you up soon, okay? Wait, Lynn, did I? Wait, okay, Lynn, you are not um muted. Have you been love bombed before, Lynn?
Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
Say,
So what's the
oh yeah,
question?
how did that go?
Um, because I was in such a insecure time at that moment, I took it. I did. I'm not gonna. It's really good. I took it. I've never got that gratification, so it was like very. It felt really good, right? But at the later on, it stopped, and I felt like something was happening. Like, what's going on here now, right? I felt lost and confused, and I didn't know what it was until later on I did research, and I figured out that that was a way of conditioning me to get to that point with that person, and then they discarded me quickly to get me back to chase them. That's what I figured out about love bombing was
So
a tactic.
did they? How did you feel afterwards? Did you feel hurt and like offended?
Yeah, I did. I felt lost, confused, and hurt. Yeah, I did. I was really confused.
How
Mhm.
did you
Mm.
did the person?
What's that? I lost connection with you.
You did you fall for that person?
I did. I
You
did.
did.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm.
I did. I
So
did.
that yeah, that's how they got you, huh?
Yep, yep.
Okay, well, thanks for sharing that. Let me bring somebody up. You start right there, okay?
Okay.
And let me bring somebody up. Give me a second. Miranda,
Hello.
can you hear me? Hi, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Why do you think? Why do you think people love bomb people?
Because I think they're trying to put their best foot forward. I mean, they're trying to sell themselves on who they are because they're wanting to either get sex, they're wanting to date, they're trying to gain something from the other person, and they're wanting the person to be as attracted to them as they can possibly be. So they're going to put who they think that person wants them to be a mask on, essentially. They're going to do whatever they need to do to get the other person's attention and to keep it. Once they get them, unfortunately, usually is whenever it all stops, because it's like, well, I got you now. You're not going anywhere, so now I can be the real me. And then that's usually whenever all the problems start. They weren't being themselves.
How do you tell when somebody is doing it? Like how? Because a lot of I hear a lot of women say that they have been love bombed. How do you tell when you are being love bombed?
Because they're too good to be true. Whenever you can only see, that like, oh my God, they're wonderful. They're everything I ever wanted. They're everything I ever hoped for. It's most likely because, like you said, we talk too much and we told them exactly what it was that we're wanting and what we looked for. We told them what happened in the past, so they know what not to do, and they become that character. And so, of course, we're going to get emotionally attached to them because we think that it's our idealized version of who we want. But essentially, we're kind of dating ourselves because we project our characteristics that we like about ourselves onto them. And then we become attracted to that. And once that falls, then all of a sudden we're so desperate to try to get that version of them back, thinking that we did something wrong, that we are the ones that end up trying to start harder, trying to make them think that's like, well, if I do this, then maybe they'll like that. But what we're doing is we're doing things for them that we want, not things for them that they want. So we're just, we become a mirror. Roles just switch.
Yeah. Okay. Have you ever been love bombed?
Oh, yeah. I've done the love bombing stuff. Every time Tim's in trouble, he love bombs the shit out of me. It's
That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. Let me get somebody else, okay? Give me a second.
Okay. No problem.
Dominique. No, give me a second. Let me I don't know if I
Hello.
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm great. What would you like to add?
Well, I just wanted some advice, really, because Miranda was
Okay.
giving it to us. She was really,
Okay.
really. I'm in going through a divorce after 38 years, and now
Ooh.
all of a sudden he's wanting to do things. He's wanting to spend money, and we're separated. I mean, when he said he didn't want me anymore, I left the state. I'm in South Carolina. He's in Tennessee, but now he's just like coming here but I think I'm used to, that's the thing, I'm used to him. I don't want to look for anyone else, but it's
38
hard. It's a
years.
toxic relationship.
What is he doing wrong?
Well, I mean, he does what what he feels like I want. Like she said, like, does things that he thinks that I want. But when I ask him for something, it's too much. I ask him, can you, do this and do that? Then, oh my God, it's just too much. So he does what he feels like he gives what he can. But then when I ask him for more, it's not. And he gaslights me into thinking that he's going to change. And
Every time.
I can't let go.
38
I for
years.
some
30.
and you said the truth when you said when you have an awakening. I thought my heart was gonna bust when I found out he had a girlfriend during our separation. I thought I was, but then he's like, it doesn't mean anything. After 38 years, I've built so much with this man: a house, cars, all of this, and I still was willing to forgive him, but he's just not cooperating. I don't think he wants to lose his materialistic stuff. That's why he is not cooperating as far as getting the divorce.
Does he want to get the divorce? No, right?
No, he says he doesn't, and he hasn't signed papers. He won't go to court. I mean, they've held him in contempt. He won't go to court.
You know what I seen a video recently, and the video said it was a man asking a lady questions about her marriage, and the woman was married for 38 years, just like you,
Oh,
38 years. And the man asked her, "What's the secret?" You know what she said? She said they live in different houses. They live in different. They live in different houses, and so therefore, when he's ready, he goes home.
Oh,
When she's ready, she goes home. And when they want to get together, they, hey, let me come to your house. But it's after 38 years, that's just how it is. But sometimes, man, listen, sometimes I don't want, listen, anybody care to, you know,
please help me. Please help. I've
anybody,
been praying. Please help me, because I love this man. I don't even, I can't see myself with anyone else. I really can't. But I feel like he had moved on. He says no. He was just filling a void, but I feel like he's moved on. So I don't know what to believe.
what would your guys' advice be?
okay. So women, we grieve whenever we first lose somebody, and then in the long run, we're better. Men go out, they think they've got all this new freedom, and then they find somebody else or multiple somebody else's for a while, and then it hits them, then they grieve. So it's
Mm.
reversed for men, but that's usually why men end up grieving for a lot longer and a lot harder than
Oh,
what women do, in my opinion, anyway. At least from what I've seen with a lot of my friends and stuff. But
yeah.
That's new. Yeah.
yeah, so it's like, so whatever it is, it's temporary. He's either hit that stage. How long have you guys been separated for?
A year and a half. Well, 6 months. It was 2 years, but 6 months we tried to reconcile, but it didn't work. So
So he's
had
coming
to
out
let
of that stage now of, oh, this is no longer fun anymore. And he's starting to
Yeah.
miss his old life. As far as what you said about as soon as you ask for something, then he's like, it's too much. Are you accepting the things that he's giving you before you ask for something? Are you accepting those things or those gestures?
Yes. I mean, yeah.
Then that's why. If you don't accept them, then asking something isn't going to be too much for him because he already feels like he's done so much for you already. Then he's like, God, I already did all this stuff and you still want more? It's like, that's still not enough. And it's like, so it's going to end up repeating the cycle as it was before you guys ever separated. So either you need to have a sit down with him and tell him, this is what I'm needing. I appreciate all these things, but that's not filling this void that I have. It's not what I need. You're loving me the way that you want to love me, not the way that I need you to love me.
I've told him
And
that. Yeah.
and then
You know,
if he does something nice, you can always be like, I appreciate this, but maybe next time can we do this? Or I would just talk to him. If he's not wanting to receive it, then that's a him problem at that point.
wait, Miranda, Janae have something to add.
Quick question. Thank you for having me. When we are missing the ex or the in between, the situationship, is that our ego missing them, or is that our spirit missing the expectation of what we thought it was or could be or should be? I'm so confused.
You know, so I was talking to one of my clients today, and imagine, and the same analogy. Imagine you have a necklace on you, right? A necklace, and you've been wearing this necklace for the past 6 years. Every day, this necklace is on your neck. Imagine the first time that you take it off and you don't have it when you go out. How do you feel? You feel different. You feel like you need this necklace. You feel like it's a part of you. And so it's a natural thing because once a human being gets used to doing something or being with someone, or because we are creatures of habits, when we are
Habitual.
used to something, naturally we
Woo!
can't pull back because it's a strong connection, right? A matter of fact, I always talk about the law of psychometric influence. If I have this thing on me, if I wear a piece of jewelry for years and years and years, and I put it on your neck, do you know that you begin to feel my energy? Because it's shared with us. It's shared. So you begin to pick up my vibration. You begin to pick up certain feelings because my energy is on it. And now you're wearing it. We miss it naturally. It's not just the ego. We literally miss it because we are used to it. It's a part of us, and this is why divorce and relationships is so hard. Because once you get used to something, it's very hard to get unused to it. Because now you have to start over again, all over again, to get used to not having it. So, like I said, it's like that necklace. Once you remove that necklace and you don't wear it no more, your neck feel empty. Like, I don't have nothing here. I feel so. It's not the ego. It's not a bad thing. The missing somebody is a beautiful thing. It's actually a beautiful thing. It means that your time was occupied with that person. Expect, your the body is there. You miss their voice. You miss their. But we know sometimes when we know that it's not good for us. When we know no matter how much I miss you, you're still not good for me because I know where it's going to end up. That's when you have to use wisdom to make you decide. So wisdom kicks in. So missing somebody is not bad. It's just that when we miss somebody, what happens? We tend to go back to play it again and get hurt again because we can't separate between missing somebody and wisdom. We have to learn
Yes.
wisdom.
Yes. Yes.
God, some people will never leave us. I mean, honestly, some people will never leave us, especially when you've been married for 38 years. Men ain't leaving you. Men don't get
Mm.
divorced like that because a man have whatever he wants. He has everything he wants. He have everything in you that he wants. He got nowhere to be. So he's not signing them papers. For what? To go on to what? To the unknown where he don't know another woman? Just sometimes you just want multiple. I mean, if they want to do what they want to do. But the man ain't leaving you.
Yeah.
You got his babies.
Yeah.
He knows, how he like his food. You know how he like his pillows and his clothes washed. He ain't going nowhere. For what? Go look and get rid of him. Going
Well, I
nowhere.
agree.
But what
I I agreed to come back and just stay on the other side of the house until not. You can't just pick up where you left off because we need help. We need counseling. We need help. So
have
I
you went to
agreed.
counseling? Have you been to counseling?
I need Yeah, I do need counseling, but we agreed that we would go if I came back, and but he's showing me the old him, and I'm not ready to just pack up and leave and move there and then be miserable again.
Let me tell you what you're gonna do.
You need to stick to your boundaries. If
You
a
gotta
boundary isn't what you're making them do, the boundary is what you're going to do if they do something.
you
Ouch.
got sometimes you're gonna make the first step. Sometimes you're gonna make the first step out. And when they see you being serious, is when they catch themselves and follow through. But sometimes if you're scared, if you're scared to do it, they already know your attitude. They already know what you're doing. They already know that you ain't gonna do it. They already know that you're bluffing. 38 years, you know when you're bluffing. You know that
Say
you
hi.
ain't going nowhere.
Hi, everybody.
Huh? Okay,
Hi.
is that Tim?
Yeah, that was Tim.
Hi, Tim. Hi, Tim.
Hi.
Hey,
Hey,
Tim.
Naisha.
I have a
Naisha.
question.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
He's
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
therapy
But
because that was one of my boundaries is that it's like he goes to therapy or I move out.
hey,
Actually, it
that's what I'm
was
talking
he
about.
moves out if he doesn't go to therapy, but I was going to make him move out. So that's kind of a skewed boundary, but that's our relationship. So
I hear you, man. I understand. Naisha, the floor is yours.
So I was just wanting to get a little bit of advice.
Mm-hmm.
I am a little bit more newer to the dating scene after having a divorce 3 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
so I met this guy who we got pretty close, and it's been about 3 months, and he told me that he wanted to be exclusive with me, and I'm like, okay. Because I kind of was just kind of been casual at first. But then about a month after that, I found out that flew his ex girlfriend from the state that he used to live in before he met me. He flew her out here, and she's at his house.
Now,
And yeah, yeah,
oh, wait, how long you been talking?
huh?
uh,
How long have you guys been talking for?
It's been about 3 months, but yeah. So I have went through the ups and downs. I felt like I was like stupid because I'm like, why am I feeling this so hard? With the the emotional heartbreak. You know what I mean? But I'm just like, am I feeling this too hard and looking too far into this? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're
You
not
know,
married, but he told me that this is what he wanted, and I asked him like, are you sure about that? You don't want to, I don't want to have you limit your options or me mine if you're not sure. But I do like you, so I'm willing to move forward with that. Because that's
no, no,
cool.
no, no,
I
no, no,
like
no,
that.
no, no. Don't do it. Listen, let me tell you what's happening. Let me tell you what's happening. So this is where your ego comes in hard. What you are experiencing is resistance, and you think it's feelings. You are confusing feelings for resistance. You have this strong resistance because you don't like what you are seeing. It's not right. It's not fair. So naturally, you have this feelings toward that situation. You think it's feelings. That's why you. Why do I feel this way? Because it's only been 3 months. We're not married. So you are resisting. Can't believe this happened. Can you believe this? Can you actually have somebody moving with you and you talking to me? Like, so you have this strong resistance. Resistance can confuse you to make you feel like you love a person because you're resisting them.
Mm.
The more you resist, is the more your emotions all over the place. Is the more you feel all this jealousy and anger and all these stuff for because you're resistance. It doesn't make sense. And if it
Well,
doesn't make
he don't
sense,
live with them. She's visiting.
what do y'all think about this? Because I'm telling you, I'm telling you, in 3 months, listen, 3 months, you already seen the truth. You've seen the truth in 3 months. In the beginning, if you see this truth already, don't go farther. Because all you're gonna do, you're gonna set yourself up for failure. You're
Right.
gonna set yourself up. If you see it in 3 months,
Does
you
she
already have
know
somebody
about you?
visiting.
Huh?
Does she know about you?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be interesting? Bet she wouldn't have flown out if she did. So
Right.
Or
Yeah.
maybe she would have, or maybe she would have, because she wants what she wants. But
well,
he just
eh,
he just met you. He has no kind of obligation to you. He will say he do because he want what he got. He wants what he wants from you, but I don't think it's real.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very surface level. And so
Yeah,
I don't know. I got a date on Friday with somebody else. So
that's what I'm talking about. Carry on with your life.
well,
exactly.
Carry on
But it
with your life.
hurts.
It's not. It doesn't hurt. It's just your ego.
Huh?
It's just,
does it hurt because he rejected you, or you feel rejected, or does it hurt because it makes you feel like you lost again, like you lost to another woman?
Well, it hurt because my expectations was there because of what he told me and how he was
right.
doing everything right, and he's actually still does everything right. He still calls, he's still doing everything like normal, and I'm just like, you don't feel wrong? He's like, I'll admit, I do feel wrong. And I'm like, well, why would you do that? He's like, it's not like that. So he's not giving me deep context. I don't know how deep their relationship is. I'm like, is this your wife or something? Do you have a baby on the way? Like, why would you do that and
Oh
put,
no, no.
you know,
Leave it alone.
yeah.
Go
Leave
to
it alone. Keep your options open.
truepeoplesearch.com. It's a free background check. Just type in their name or their phone number and all the information will pop up. It'll let you know if he's married. Completely free.
Lord.
Truepeoplesearch.com.
Okay.
Hey, there we go. Message. Hey,
Thank
Stacia.
you.
Message. So, hey, listen. Leave him alone, okay?
Yeah.
Yes. Leave him alone.
All
Yeah.
right. All right. Thanks for coming up. All right. So wait, I had Armor up here for a while. Armor, you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
How are you doing? How can I assist you? How can we, or what would you like to add or ask?
Yeah, so my
Ali,
name is
you next, okay?
yeah,
Uh huh.
so my question is around dating. Um, I was in a relationship for around 5 years, then we broke up. And at that point I just realized that of course I was disappointed. It had taken so much of my time. But at that point I got to just restructure my life and look at what else is really important. And so I went to school and I got a little really held up with my job and school and stuff like that. But now that I feel like I've healed and I'm ready for a relationship, every time I mention what I want in a relationship, everyone just goes like, yo, what are you talking about? Because ideally I feel like I'm in a very independent place. I'm so used to being alone. I know exactly what I want. I do not need to show up differently. And therefore, I feel like the kind of relationship I want is a relationship where everyone lives by themselves. I currently live with my mom and my son. And I would want to find a guy who feels comfortable in his space, whom I do not have to worry about. I really have to take care of, or I do not have to be present for him to be himself. So I'm looking for a guy who's had a break like mine, become independent like me, and therefore we could just meet when we have time. Because I have this very busy schedule. Maybe after I'm done with school and stuff like that, I will be more available. But I kind of feel like at this point, if I was to date, I'm ready to date, but I want a guy who I must not be there fully. Like we must not see each other every day, and who I must not be worried about him in his space. Is it so? I needed to know, is it a trauma? Is it normal? Because I feel it's so normal, but everyone I mentioned that to looks at me like, I think that's not how relationships should be. You people should be spending so much time together. And I'm just like, I have so much that's going on. I do not mind meeting maybe 2-3 days that are very regular with this guy to discuss relationships and just spend some time together. But I'm not sure that I can be there fully as at now until I finish things
Let
like
me say this.
schools and
What
yeah.
what you're gonna do, what you're gonna end up in is a situationship. That's what you're gonna end up in, a situationship. You're not gonna end up. A man won't take you seriously because you don't have the time, you don't have the resources, or you don't have the availability. Men want an available woman. So if you're not available, what you're gonna have is a situationship. That's the most that you're gonna get because you're not there. You are not present. You are not ready. You only want him certain time. A man has listen. Men are different. We are wired. We want what we want when we want it. And if you're not there when we want it, next. So you're gonna. How old are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm turning 37 this year in December.
Yeah, you have to. A man. We operate a little differently. So we're gonna have to understand that you're not. If you're not ready, and you're not available, then become available first. When you finish your schooling and whenever you finish, think about it. What do you think, Miranda?
I think it almost sounds like you're wanting to have a high school relationship, like somebody that that's kind of what it what it sounds like. And a grown man's not gonna not gonna want that. He's gonna want to come home to his partner. He's gonna want to have that companionship and that person that he can lean on. Are you wanting this kind of relationship because of your circumstances, or are you wanting this kind because of past experiences and not wanting to have to take the risk of going through something that was possibly traumatic again?
Okay, so I do not think I want this relationship for anything else. I totally believe that we will need time together. I also just feel like with everything that's going on, and I attest to what Park said, with everything that's going on, like currently I'm in Kenya, it's 3 a.m. I'm studying for my exams. If I had a man here, I think that will be so chaotic. But
Be
I'm willing to spare probably a day when I don't feel like my schedule is so tight, like 2 days in a week. And no, maybe every Mondays and every Thursdays I get to spend time with him, but I do not want him in my space right now because I do not want to deal with the stuff like you're ever in school, you're studying late.
What are you
But
doing?
from
What are you doing?
from Kat's feedback, I get to now learn that men just need me to be there full time. And my answer is then I'm not available right now. I'll have to
You're
finish
not.
most of the things that are occupying my time and then maybe make myself available. And that answers my question.
Is
What
your
do you think?
schedule tight because of your mother? Do you have to take care of your mother? Is that why you're living living at home with her, or she's living with you? No.
No, so my schedule is tight because I have to work between 8 and 5. I have to be in class between 5:30 and 8:30. And by the time I get
Okay.
home, I'm very tired. Then
Yeah,
over the
you don't have
weekends,
time.
because I've been in school during the week, I have to create time now for my family, who's my mom. But everything else is okay. I'm financially stable. My job is doing well. I think the availability is the issue, as far as I feel like
Mhm.
maybe now I'm healed and I could tolerate a relationship. I just feel like I need someone who will understand my schedule. And if I can't get, then I'm not ready to date.
No. So you can get it. Like
Yeah.
Candy said, some older men will want the same thing. You can get it,
Yep.
but they're gonna when they see you, it's gonna be about sex. It's gonna be just about sex. They're gonna hit it when you have,
Yeah. And that's
when you have time, and then it's because that's what you are available for. See what I'm
no,
saying?
actually, I'm not available for sex because I haven't been
Right.
available for sex for the past 3
I get
years. So I do
right. I
not
get it.
think, yeah, on my end, I'm
Right.
not available for sex only. Yeah.
Right. But then what do he get? If it's not sex, what is he getting from this deal? Not much. So I'm saying the men look at it as just sex. So that's what you're going to get.
Mhm.
A man who's available or desiring just sexual experiences. That's what I'm saying. It's not about you being available for sex. It's about what he expects. He wants. So you're going to meet a man because you're not available. You're going to meet a man who wants sex.
But I think the issue is that she's mentally lonely, not so much physically lonely. She feels
Not
like she's
really
got so much that
lonely.
she's got to do.
It's in terms of not really lonely. I think the part I'm like ready for is companion, get to know people,
Mm.
see the way you would go for dates, spend time.
Oh,
So it's more of
you're
the
tired of the
companion
mundane.
part.
You're wanting something
But
new, wanting something
yeah,
different to happen in your schedule because your schedule's so
yeah,
set.
Then
yeah.
meet a
Okay,
friend.
You're right. Hmm.
Then meet a
gotcha.
friend. Meet a friend.
I
Develop
Mhm.
I
some
don't know.
some friendships. Develop some friendships, and then
Yeah,
later on when you are available, them friendships could grow. But right now, it's
Yep.
gonna be a friendship. It's somebody that you can
Unless you can
know and
date
get to
somebody in
know
class.
while you are busy. Yeah,
yeah.
just friendships. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Morocco, what do you think about this, Morocco?
At some point, I lost my internet connection, but then it was basically what Miranda said. It's usually
Yeah,
a classmate that would understand her, someone who also has a job, a full-time job, and then with whom she can meet. You can, en fait, by the way, what you need, what I think you need is more like selfless companionship. Because as
yeah,
Kirk said, if you are to meet someone and be a couple, and you're giving him short amounts of time, do you think about this immediately. He will not waste his time with you because what for? He won't see you every day. Why would he build something about an inexistent relationship? It doesn't exist. So you make it physical.
You need
So
a gay friend.
you are not necessarily like you are. I have the feeling is like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I have this feeling that you're asking for someone to be understandable and have a nice relationship and all that, but at the same time, you're not ready to relationships
yeah.
and like just
Nowhere ready.
and,
Hmm.
and then
Yep,
by then, if something will evolve, it will evolve with time. Like invest
indeed.
some
I guess
of your
I'm not
time.
just
When you
available
get
as
time
much.
from other
Sorry.
people, then you are okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is not available.
Yeah. I think it's the availability and
Wait,
yeah, maybe
Morocco,
I'll do
you
with
muted
friendships for
yourself.
now.
You muted yourself. All right, Armor. Let me bring Ali up. Okay. Thank you for your question. I hope you got the respondent that you needed. Okay. I appreciate you. All right,
Thank
Ali.
you.
Hi.
No problem.
I
Hi,
think I
Ali.
pretty
I know
much
you've been
have
waiting
the
for a while.
yeah. I think I pretty much know the answer to the question that I have. So I am dating someone. It's been 5.5 months, almost 6. Our schedule is similar to a Moore's story, but it's reversed. Like we're both very busy, but so his schedule, he works overnight, and I work during the day. So it's like when he does have free time, he spends it with his daughter. So everything was good up until now. He wants to go back to school, and now he's, you know, um, he's telling me basically, his schedule's going to be busy. So I don't know. I mean, to me, he checks off most of the boxes. We communicate every day. We talk about things. It's. I feel at peace, but it's just the time, the scheduling now. It's like I don't know if I should continue or I should just kind of like wait it out because other than
How long
that,
has it been?
since we seen each other, last seen each other,
Like
uh,
yeah, since you've been dating him.
5.5 months, almost 6.
And what's the issue? Is now the you don't like the schedule that he set up?
Well, no, it's he works nights and I work days. And 1 second.
Mm,
He works nights and I work days, so it's conflicting. The schedule is now
mhm.
conflicting. So that's the issue.
Do you feel like do you feel like um do you feel like you have a compatibility there or no?
Yes.
So you have compatibility, and it's just the time that's being a little
That's
off.
Yeah, that's the only thing because we communicate. He's a great listener. He's patient. Um, and if I have if I have something that I want to talk to him about, he's open. It's like we talk. It's not like we hold conversations and stuff.
And when you
So
get to
I don't
see
know.
him and get to be around him, how's the vibe?
It's good. It's a good vibe.
Then leave it alone. Leave it as it is.
Leave it
Just be
as it is.
patient. Just be patient. Yes, leave it as it
Okay.
is. Be patient. Because I'm telling you, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking?
40.
40. We're not gonna
Yeah.
meet everything ideal at the way how we want it to be, right? Everything we
Mhm.
meet is not, and even if you meet sometimes you meet a man who has the perfect timing for you. Sometimes his attitude stinks. Sometimes when you get together, he don't open up, he don't communicate. If you have somebody
Mhm.
who communicate, who's open and who can always converse
Yeah.
with you at this point of our lives, listen, sometimes time might be a little off. He works night, I work day, but hey, listen, it will work out.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? But you,
Yeah.
you just gotta be open. You just gotta have patience. I believe. I could be wrong, but based on the answers to your questions, the communication is good. When you're together, the vibration is good. He's always reaching out. You always talking, and the compatibility is real. I think it's just right now at this time is just sometimes that's just how it is.
Patience, yeah. That's what I'm struggling with. Patience. I'm still learning how to be patient. That's like my biggest weakness is being patient.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple.
Purple. Yep.
Do you? Okay. Well, ma'am, you have to learn some patience because listen, at 40, like I was saying earlier, at 40
Mhm.
years old, what we need or what we are has to be different from the
Mhm.
past. See, that
Right.
back in the days worked for when we was in struggling mode. Now in our 40s, we're not in struggling mode anymore. We're in wisdom
Right.
mode. This is the time where wisdom and differences or evolution has happened to us. So we can't now we have to learn new traits, new emotions, new feelings, and we have to get used to it because we can't go back to the old versions. It doesn't work
Yeah.
anymore now. So you gotta learn the patience, man. You
I'm
gotta, you
trying.
gotta learn the
I'm
patience.
trying. Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
Out of
Yeah, you gotta learn the
curiosity,
patience.
what is it that what do you think caused you to have such impatience with everything? Did you feel rushed throughout your life,
No.
or
No. When I was
like
younger, I
something was going
always
to run out
got
of time?
no. It's when I was younger, I always got exactly when I wanted. When I wanted. So
Okay.
when that
Mm.
started shifting, it's like I'm like, why is it not happening on my time? Because when I was younger, like you were saying before, Kurt, things change. Um, everything was going according to my timing, or
Okay.
so I saw it that way. So now it's different. Everything is not going according to how I want it when I
Good,
want it. So
good,
now it's like
good.
it's yeah. So it's a little bit of a struggle. That's why. That's why I'm used to.
You gotta leave the
Okay.
ego.
Yeah, there you
You gotta
go.
leave the ego behind.
Mhm.
You gotta leave the ego. Now it's time to be in a new life. I'm telling you,
There you
40
go.
is different, man.
Mhm.
40 is we can't operate the same anymore. It's different.
Yeah. So
It's
that's
different now.
definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
merging together two lives that are already kind of set in their ways can be complicated. It takes a while to
Yeah.
get the deck to shuffle together, and
Hmm.
Right.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely.
And we had a
keep
Definitely.
up. Hey,
conversation about this too. Um, and he asked me why, because I asked him, like, about the schedule and are we going to make time? And he said, what is it that you want? What do you feel? And then he told me how he felt. And, you know, we're still talking. So,
Okay. Keep talking.
yeah.
Keep talking.
Okay.
Keep talking. When you find a good
Okay.
person, you hold on to the person. Don't let that pass. I get what I want when I want it. Stuff
Yeah.
that stuff is old. That's the ego. Let go.
Okay.
Stop being
Got it.
controlled. Don't. You don't have
Yeah.
to be in control anymore.
Good things
Don't have to be in
usually take
control.
time. And it sounds like
Yeah.
the lesson that it needs to be learned is patience. Because if you become impatient, then you might lose this good thing, or
Yeah.
seemingly good thing. And so I would just slow down and just take things one day at a time instead of
One
looking
day
a
at a
week
time.
into
Yeah.
instead of
Yeah.
looking at it a week
Yeah.
into the future or a month into the future. Like, where are we going to be? What are we going to do? It's like, well, what are we
That's
going to do
true.
right now?
Yeah. And
And
I'm an
and if you start
overthinker, so
focusing on
that's
that,
mhm.
yeah,
Right.
if you keep your mind
Mhm.
more in the present, you won't find yourself being so anxious all the time about what will be instead of looking at what is. Because if you look in the future, then you're missing the present. And then
That's true.
Tim had that problem. He would always end up missing the past. Like, oh, I missed this, dwelling on the past. And it's like, that's because you're not in the present. It's like
Right.
you're missing out what's going on right now, and all you're doing is recreating the thing that you're sitting there dwelling on missing in the past. Well, it's like, stay present now and you won't have anything to miss.
Yeah, you
Facts.
So
have a
if you
point.
stay
You
here,
have a
then you don't
point.
have to worry about the future.
Yeah, that's true.
But
And
then
what
what if the
All right,
present?
Ali.
uh
Hmm.
oh, one
Go
more
ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead,
question.
sorry.
Morocco.
The purple. What is the purple? Well, you asked me my favorite color.
For the chakras.
Yeah.
Their
Did
father
you grow up
wound.
with your yeah?
Royalty.
Sometimes your father.
I,
Did you grow up with your father?
Mom.
Just your mom?
But no father
Mom.
present.
My. Well, she remarried. So yeah, it was two
Okay.
family household. But I have
Did you
two favorite
feel
colors though. It's purple
what's
and
the other one?
yellow. Purple and yellow.
Purple and yellow.
Yeah.
Mm. Oh, like your shirt.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like
Purple and yellow. Yeah.
purple and yellow.
Yeah.
How was your confidence level?
Pretty high.
Is
I
it
have a
pretty
pretty
high?
high confidence. Yeah, it is.
Well, it's good. That's your yellow. That's
Yeah.
your yellow.
hmm
Do you have stomach issues?
What is it? Stomach
You got
issues?
stomach issues? Hmm.
Yeah.
There you go. The yellow. That's so. Listen, these
Uh-huh.
usually are a lot of times is either a strong point or a weak point, right? It could be either one. It's not
Yeah.
always. It's not a bad thing or a good thing. It's just sometimes when we have these colors that we are drawn to, a lot of times, a lot of times it's a blockage, right? Because we have blockages that's going to certain chakras, and then we begin to feel these feelings, especially yellow. A lot of times, people whose colors are yellow, a lot of times have ADHD. A lot of times, do you have ADHD?
No.
Good.
No, I
So,
don't.
stomach issues, confidence
hmm
or lack of self-esteem or lack of, um, and so it's just a blockage. So when you see a sign that you have stomach issues, indigestion, or always have all those pain in your stomach, you can't digest your food, you always in stomach cramp. Sometimes it's just the energy is blocked, and you gotta unblock the energy so that your energy can flow up to your heart, where your
Mm.
patience will actually be experienced a lot better because energy travels up, and your stomach is right here, your heart is right here. So
Mm.
it's your stomach chakra, then your heart. So when energy is not going to the stomach chakra or your solar plexus chakra properly, it messes with the heart a little bit. So patience,
Mm.
love, empathy is all parts of that. So you might
Do you have
see some
anxiety?
struggles.
I had anxiety really bad in the past, but now it's once in a blue. So it's
Okay.
rare at this point in my life. Yeah. Because I knew what caused it, so I know how to manage it if I do have an anxiety attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
but
right,
then,
Ali. Well, thank you for
what do you
joining us.
want?
Mhm.
You're welcome.
Go
Just a
ahead.
question
Go,
for
go, go
Ali.
ahead.
But
Mhm.
yeah, because I've heard like when it's when we are told that yeah, we need to be in the present and not project on anything. But then, I think I put myself in her place and I see my present. And in my present, I want a relationship where the dude is present. He's with me like every evening, and the dude is working. And then he has some schedules and there's conflicts and all that. So this is her present, actually. It's not even about the future. This is about the present. And you don't like this present. What you have right now, this isn't something that you like. So, but then you want his friendship. So I don't know. You can even keep his friendship. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm speaking
No,
as if
no, yeah.
I'm speaking to myself.
No, it's fine.
If I were you, I would be like, okay, maybe I'll stay like this and then start dating over and see if there's something else that might be suitable for me. And if the situation is really unbearable and I have already given my word, like will be exclusive and all, in this case, I might need to have a conversation and then, okay, let's just both stay friends because for now, our schedules, they're not good for each other. Because this is not about the future. This is what I thought, because it's not about like you are waiting for him to propose to you or anything. It's just like right now, there's nothing. And the current situation is not good for you. I don't think it's about being 40 or 50 or I've seen enough people like who got together in their 50s, others in their 40s or 30s, 20s. Some people are struggling. They are always struggling. They need to have an arranged marriage. In my culture, it's something quite common. So yeah, they need like to have someone, mommy, look for a girl or a boy for him, and then they need to meet. And then, hey, come on, she's from a nice family and all that. You're not in this situation. However, the point of Kirk was right. Like, you're not in your 20s anymore. You don't have like this luxury of having a lot of people who are seeking you. Because we say, you say in Morocco, the woman, when she grows up, when she gets older, she'll get only the masters. Basically, the older you get, you cannot attract anyone anymore. So someone who will get attracted to you will be attracted to your value as a woman. So it's not going to be a boy, basically. Provided you're acting like a woman. I'm not talking about like acting like a desperate woman. No. Be normal and that's it. So look what you want right now. If you're not satisfied, do not gaslight yourself into saying, yeah, but he's nice. So what? He's nice.
No,
Does it keep you company? Niceness? I don't know.
it's not so much being nice. It's more so one thing that I'm really big on is communication, and to find a man that communicates on a consistent basis, not just texting but also on the phone, is kind of, for me, it's hard. It's hard to find these days, in my opinion. But for me, it doesn't bother me so much to the point where I'm like, I'm on edge with it because I'm also busy. So I think right now it's okay. I just, I don't know. I didn't want to, uh, I don't know. I didn't want to just stop talking just because of time necessary, at this point. But I don't know. That's
Somebody is asking, how often do you see each other?
the last time we saw each other was like 3 weeks ago.
Oh,
Prior to that,
jeez,
yeah,
that's a long time.
yeah.
That's
So
a
that's what
long
I'm
Do you
time.
guys
saying
live close to
now.
each other?
It was like 30 minutes away. So now he's not really far. Driving is 30 minutes away.
Gotcha.
Maybe a little less than that. Yeah, so
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, yeah. See, I wouldn't be able to do 3 weeks in between scenes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But
Yeah, I
listen,
mean,
if it works for you, and if it works
See,
for him,
yeah.
continue. Why do women have to settle? I don't. I think everybody settles. Believe it or not, everybody settles because you're not gonna have every. Listen, let's be real. Now I know there's a big thing on social media that tells you don't have to settle. Everybody settles because nobody get exactly what they want because we don't come like how you expect us to come. Nobody come. Listen, let me get let me order let me get a Miranda. You don't get that. You just can't order a person. This is not ready-made. You don't get, let me order a Miranda, let me order, let me get 2 Mirandas and 1 Ali. And then let me get, for my side, let me get, Morocco. No, people are going to come how they come. And some things about them we just won't like. We just don't, we just won't like certain things about people. So it's not that we settle, it's just reality. I believe there's a reality in life that says that the day is not going to be exactly how you expect it to be, but you work with it, right? People are not going to be expected, I mean, exactly what you want it to be, but you work with it. You work, you got to see the good in people, not just look for the good, but you got to see what you can work with. You know what I'm saying? And when you see that what you can work with, some people ain't gonna be affectionate as you want. Some ain't gonna be as beautiful as you want or attractive. Some ain't gonna be as this as you want. But the reality is, every one of us is not ideal for everybody. We all have shit. You see what I'm saying? It's just we have strengths and weaknesses. So it's not settling. It's just reality. And we
Whenever you
have to
hear
be
the term
those human
settle,
beings.
what is your definition of having to settle for somebody?
Who's mine or the person who commented?
Yours.
The word settle, because when something's settled, that means it's at the bottom, right? It means
Mhm.
it's something that you don't accept. It's something that, well, it's not what I want, but I'll take it anyways. I can't have what I want, but I'll take it anyway. So it's at the bottom. Things settle at the bottom. Things don't settle on top. So I think many of us, we just see settle means, because let's go in reality, right? If I want a house for $1 million, if I want the house that I want is $1 million, am I settling because I can't afford it, and I could only afford the one for 250,000? Am I settling? No, I am actually being responsible and realizing it's what I could afford. This is what I could afford. If I get the $1 million house, I might have to struggle. I might have to go without meals. I might have to go without gas in my car. I might have to go without insurance. So it's not settling. It's just me being responsible for what I could afford. And the problem is we don't know what we could afford, because somebody is telling us, let's be real, somebody is telling us, I deserve, you deserve, you deserve. In all reality, what you have is what you have. Your energy is what pulls and attracts what comes to you. So that's what you deserve. But we
Striving for
just want these
striving
things.
But
striving for more though isn't the same as settling. Settling, like you said, is settling at the bottom. That to me is more like it's time for me to quit moving around. It's time for me to plant roots. Like settle down, not settle for where my limit of striving is. Because everyone's going to hit their peak at striving. Not everybody's going to be able to afford $1 million house because their abilities don't allow them to strive to that level
Right.
to achieve that. Whenever I hear, like the question says, do women have to settle? I'm thinking of like settling down on behaviors that make your life miserable, that are against your morals, that don't bond well or bind well with your life, and there's not good cohesion there. And so if you find somebody and there's something that's off that makes your spirit unsettled, then you're settling on something that shouldn't be settled on. It's going to continue to disrupt it, so you can't settle. And so but if you think you can't find anyone else, then they're going to tolerate that behavior and they're going to just live with it, thinking that that's the best that they can strive to get. And so whenever all these things where it says don't settle, I don't think it necessarily means that you need the best, you need the 6-pack, 6-foot, 6-figure type guy. I think it's more like you don't have to settle for somebody that disrupts your spirit and doesn't allow you to settle.
I thought that's what we were doing when we were dating. But isn't that what we're doing when we're dating? To meet somebody who doesn't disrupt that stuff, because we're not going to get exactly what we want. I mean,
No, I
the
I
majority.
get that. But there's a difference between disrupting your spirit and then, them leaving their dirty socks in front of the hamper that just annoys the hell out of you. It's like I can handle picking up the dirty socks whenever I put my clothes away. That's not a big deal. If anything, it's like I would look at it, it's like one day I won't have those dirty socks to pick up and bitch about because they're not always going to be here. And then so it makes me actually appreciate having that little annoyance to have to deal with. It's like, because one day I'm going to miss this annoyance. To me, that wouldn't be settling. But now if I knew that he was going out on a date with somebody behind my back every other weekend, I wouldn't be able to settle on that. That would disrupt my spirit. So I wouldn't be able to tolerate that. So that to me would be settling for somebody. That would be to me settling for somebody that, you know, I don't think I can get any better. So I'm going to settle for this guy that I think this is the best I can get. And so, yeah, to me, I guess I just hear that different whenever they say, why do women always have to settle? Because a lot of women have their spirits disrupted. Not saying that guys don't either. You know, but I know a lot of women that are just, that they get that love bombing in the beginning, like, you know, the beginning of the conversation started out with, and they end up having all these expectations that the guy kind of gives them to it, like says that, hey, you can expect this from me, even though he doesn't actually say it. And then they end up being let down. And so that feeling, it's like, well, I guess this is all I can get. This is what I deserve. And then that feeling of settling because you're too afraid to move on, because I know that they have this potential. I know that they're capable of doing it. Why aren't they doing it anymore? And then that's a disruption to the spirit, because that starts to, you know, affect how you see yourself and your living conditions and just your quality of life. And that I don't think you should have to settle for if somebody's bringing that out of you. But I can handle, like I said, if you know, he farts whenever he gets up in the morning or talks in front of the hamper, you know, that kind of stuff. That stuff people have to settle for. You know, in the term like what you're talking about, where you have to just deal with people and people being people.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So that's the point I'm talking about.
Yes.
But you know what though? But with people being people, it means still that you're not gonna get exactly what you want in all
Exactly.
aspects.
Exactly.
You're not gonna get it. You know, and you know, I think sometimes women think it's just women, that men do it too. We
I know.
do it too.
I know.
You know what I mean? So it's just a reality of all of us gotta do it. Jamisha, I see you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. What do you think, Morocco?
But then just for yeah, I think about the settling. I might not have the same idea as you because I'm not from America.
Mm,
So
me neither.
I'm from an African country. You too. For us, settling, it means to reach a certain place where you're going to set up a foundation. This is settling. So basically, you do not settle with someone who's a romantic interest. In fact, here, if you are someone's romantic interest, he may not marry you because he thinks like you're for the streets. So see, there are like a lot of codes, a lot of things that are different from a culture to another. And what I think for the West is that I'm not familiar with English literature, but for the French one, there was one in the 19th century with Maupassant. There was a novel called Belle Amie, like beautiful friend. So basically, it's like this beautiful swindler who will go and get ladies from high societies. How he gets the glory by basically gold digging his way to the top using women. And how he used that using his beauty, using romance, using him being like 6 foot, 6 packs, and all what people are describing right now. So for us, what we think as a good relationship is being with someone who's like a supermodel who earns certain things or doing certain things for you, and not someone who can be your partner for a marriage. So, for example, I don't know, like for Ali, she needs, for example, someone who doesn't work night shifts because she has certain setups, he has certain needs. She wants, for example, to have like a date once a week. Which type of person, which type of a job this person needs to work in order for her to get that person? This is how you think. You don't think about his face. You don't care about his face. You don't care about his skin color. You don't care about his religion, I think. But if you have some, I don't know, preferences, if you want him Christian or Muslim, whatever, be my guest, do it. But then, okay, within your church, try to look for the dudes who will respond to your criteria. What are the criteria that makes your life easy? And then build up together. Because when you build up, when you cooperate, the love will grow. Because that attraction is just, for me, just hormones. It will last how many years? Like 3 years maximum, and then it get down, and then there's nothing. And this is why people say, "Oh, I lost the spark." No, you didn't. You didn't lose anything. It just your hormones went down. There was nothing
Hormones went
lost.
down. Indeed.
And then
Indeed.
You didn't build the marriage on anything. What are you cooperating on? What are your references? What are your cultural references? If you are from different culture, what are you bringing to him? What is he bringing to you? This is how we build a marriage. And if you don't have it, I mean, like meeting, I'm really sorry, but meeting like
Shoot.
once every 3 weeks, no,
Well,
sorry, like I'm done.
because a lot of people are asking me why is it 3 weeks? It
Yeah,
was could have been before that, but my schedule, I was busy, so it wasn't. We
okay.
weren't able
Yeah,
to meet up.
scheduling.
Two, I'm not settling because I'm not. I can date other people, so I'm not restricted on who I'm dating. But do I have? I feel like I have a connection with him more than Yes, the communication. Yes, what we talk about in depth, definitely different than from other men that I've dated. But am I tied down to just dating only him? No, it's an option. I have a choice. I don't have to stick to just dating him, but I choose to. But I don't feel like I'm settling because I'm not. So that's just. But I appreciate
Okay.
the
No
the
problem,
comments
man.
and
No
stuff.
problem. We
Yeah.
get it. We get it. All right. So let me get Casey, and then I listen. Y'all got me talking for the past 2 hours. I can't be up here for the. Listen. I got little babies. And thank you, Ali. Ali. So let me bring it on. Okay.
Thank you for having me.
Mm, No
Hello.
problem.
Can you
And
hear me?
Casey, what?
Hi.
Yes. What would you like to add?
So
Wait,
I
wait,
was
wait. Hold on.
talking.
Wait. Pause. Once again, I have a question on the screen. Let me get back to you real quick. I need advice. I want to speak with the woman that my husband was seeing, just to make sure it's over. Am I wrong for that? It's not wrong. I mean, you're not wrong for wanting to make sure it's over, but I mean, shoot. But it's not her place either. She don't owe you anything. So, you're not wrong, but she probably gonna lie anyways and tell you he's over because she still wants what she wants. But then again, it's not wrong if you want to make sure. If it brings you peace, do what you must. But the question is, does it really bring you peace? Or it just makes you feel better? Or it makes you feel good? Or it makes you feel more relief? Or do you even believe her when she say it's over? Sometimes you have to question the man and see what he's doing. Look at his behavior. Look at his actions. Look and see what he is doing and how he's doing it. You know what I mean? I think that will tell you more. If the connection gets stronger again, she's out. But when the connection is the same, sometimes she's still there. So you're feeling her vibrations. You're feeling her body there. So let me answer this question. Cassie, I'm sorry. Go ahead and tell me yours.
Yes. So while I was talking about a little bit in chat, I've been talking with this guy for like 3 or 4 months, and I'm going in a few weeks to visit him in Florida, and so it's weird with online dating and the whole everything that comes along with it, and I wouldn't say we're dating. We're getting to know one another right now, obviously, and we are just meeting for the first time. And so I'm excited, but I just would like some advice on what you think about, you know, how quickly things should progress, or while I'm there, because it's an interesting dichotomy with you have been talking to somebody, you only know them so much through a phone. We video chatted and FaceTime and everything like that. And one thing that's different about him that I like, that I that is not so common with other men, is he hasn't tried to be like, oh, send me pictures, or tried to get like overtly sexual in any way. And that's attractive to me. Or he's told me that I'm beautiful in those things, but that wasn't like how he first came at me with things, and that was different as well. But that's not to say that that can't switch up, and change when you meet in person, and have
How
that
long have you
become
been talking
all
to
that
her?
it's supposed to be about. About, let's see, July, so July, August, September, October. So just like 3 months. We've just been talking three
And you
months,
and
and
you're
I'm
going to see him when?
in like 2.5 weeks, and I'm staying in a hotel. Like, it's not like I'm staying with him. I don't feel comfortable being in his space or anything like that. With him, that quickly or anything like that. But yeah, and he's planning like the whole trip while I'm there, and all that. So we'll see how obviously all that goes, because it could turn out that we get into each other's energy and aren't compatible in that way anyways, and that could just be a fun vacation experience regardless. So I'm trying to, not go into it with too many expectations. But yeah, so I was just wondering any kind of advice that you would give to me going into that situation, what to look for, what to avoid, those types of things, because it's a weird situation in general, going to, see somebody and going on a trip and not meeting them in person first is different.
Why did you choose to make that trip?
Well, I live in Wisconsin and he lives in Florida, and I hate the cold weather, and it's getting cold here. So, when we were planning to come to meet up and get together, I was like, immediately like, there's no point in you coming up here. There's going to be nothing to do. There's
Okay.
not, many activities and that kind of thing. And so that's kind of how, and then we talked a little bit about going on like a, vacation somewhere else, somewhere like neutral. And then, we just, as we talked about it, it was like he knows a lot of the activities around there where he's at, and so he's taking off work while I'm there, but it's just going to be in his area, and then and that way I can stay in a hotel and he can stay back at his apartment, and then and then if there's a time and a place like and that I feel comfortable with him coming in the hotel room, then I can welcome that at any time. Whereas if we were on a vacation together, it might be a little bit different. So that's how that came about. But
What do you think? What do you think, Miranda?
Um,
The mask lady?
repeat 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 the question one more time. That you're wanting to know how to handle it. Is that what it was?
well, I mean, I'm wondering because it's
What
different
to
when I'm
expect?
dating somebody in person. I might I just don't want it to become all about intimacy and that kind of thing, and so it's like I don't want to rush into that, but also like obviously if chemistry's there and that kind of thing, and it's different when you're in person. You go on X amount of dates and then you feel like and then you might become exclusive and those types of things. But this is different because we've been talking for months, but yes, it's just been over the phone, and I don't really know him like somebody normally, so it's different, right? But then
It's
yeah,
like you
so I'm
don't have
just
any
kind
way
of
to
wondering.
fact check what you guys were talking about because you haven't been able to
Right.
see him in person.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. And
Um.
I'm not, naive to the fact that, someone can portray themselves one way over the phone or through text, even though we FaceTime and whatever, and then be different in person. But going into this, thinking that tentatively, but thinking that he is who he's portrayed himself to be. Yeah, I just want to know what you would suggest about that.
Well, honestly, you've been talking to him for a couple of months. I mean, whenever you talk to him, is it more like an excited, fluttered feeling, or like Kirk says, cockroaches, like butterflies, or is it
Yeah.
because that is usually your body signaling that there's some sort of either it's like anxiety, excitement, anxiety, fear, and like nervousness is all the same physical sensation in your body. If you think about it, like when you're excited to do something, it feels the same as if you're scared to go do something like talk in front of a bunch of people. It's usually an alarm system going off saying that something is either too familiar from a past situation or something isn't right, that it's your subconscious is picking up on, that's signaling something. So are you projecting like what he's like whenever you're not on the phone with him, like imagining what you guys will do or how things could possibly be? Because then that usually
No, I guess what I'm trying to say, and I just like haven't wanted to say it, is like I know that like I'm probably going to want at some point, like if after like the first years, I'm gonna be like, well, just come stay in the hotel room with me. You know what I mean? I know that and so but I'm also like wanting to avoid, you know, having it become all about the intimacy and that kind of thing. So I'm just wondering, you know,
Do you guys have deep conversations?
we
That's
do,
what I was
and
gonna ask.
what I like about him is he's very consistent and very attentive and that kind of thing. And consistency is huge to me. And he really does bring a calm over my spirit because I'm very like high, energy and like and he has like a cooling effect to him where he's kind of he kind of so I get excited to talk to him when we FaceTime and stuff like that.
Okay.
But and so no, it's not that I'm questioning who he is, but I'm also just not naive to the fact that like, you know, that this is going to be a
That's
fairy
what,
tale, and you know, so that's
Are
I'm
you
just
nervous that
that's what I'll tell you.
you're gonna meet him and it's like that, like I noticed like how people, like whenever I was dating, you know, before I got married, it's like how people smell. You can just smell whenever you just give them a hug, and sometimes it's like the pheromones can be off-putting. So it's like, and that doesn't match, and you know,
yeah, you
it's
don't
really hard to,
know.
exactly. And so it sounds like you've almost got like an anxiety about that you're afraid that it's gonna go wrong. Like
I think I'm like nervous either way. Like I'm nervous that like it's gonna go really right, and then I'm gonna want to like you know,
move too
because
fast.
yeah, move too fast because I'm not used to that. Like this is really the first time we've met. In no other world would I like be like, you know, on the second date or the second night be like, oh yeah, like come stay with me. But we have been talking for months, so it's just kind of like a disconnect from what I'm used to when you're dating in
It's
person
different.
and getting to know each other that way. It's different. But no, so I'm not nervous. I think that the percentage of him, you know, being different or it not going well is very low. But I also don't want to be completely naive to the fact that like it might not be 100% perfect. So
Hmm.
I guess just either way.
This is
But
what
yeah,
this is what I'll tell you. This is what I'll
Yep.
tell you, right? Try not to think so much, because the thinking is,
yeah,
because remember, when you think so much, you are only repeating the things that you already know, and you don't know anything
Hmm.
yet, right?
right,
So you're only repeating the things that you already know, the same information. I think that when you go there, right, number one, visualize first thing first. What do you want? What do you expect? Right? Visualize it. What do you want? What do you see? Like this note on the screen is perfect, right? This right here, Sheree said this is known fact. So do this right here. I think when you go there, just go to meet the person that you was talking to, and what you want to do, let that fear out, let that insecurities out, let that anxious feeling out. Just chill. You are going to meet somebody that you were speaking to, because when it comes to long distance relationship, number one of the first things that you have to do is figure out, am I, if this works out, do I want to move? But that's a
Hmm.
very important question. If
She doesn't like
this
the cold.
is going good, right? You know what I'm
right,
saying? Am I willing to pick up and go? If that question ain't saying yes, if you even want to leave it alone, just be friends. That's the first thing. Number two, when you go to see that man, you can learn a lot about, if you be still just for a moment, just when
Hmm.
you go around his energy, just be still, because you're going to pick up certain things, right, in his spirit. He has nervousness too, he's a little scared too, he has the same thing that you have, it's the same experience, but you have to feel, you got to pay attention to your innerness, but you can only pay attention when you are still and when you are quiet. If you go around him and be anxious and scared, you ain't feeling shit, you feeling you, right? So
Hmm.
you're missing out him. You're missing what energy he's giving off. So you got to learn. I know you're nervous naturally. I know you are a little naturally, but you have to be present in the moment. So when you're around him, when you go to dinner, when you go to eat, or when you go to walk, you gotta remain still and just see how it works out. You ain't got to expect nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to be scared of nothing. Just be grown and choose what you want to do and just do it. You grown. Choose what you
right.
want to do. If you're not making any mistakes, you are being grown, you're being responsible. Just be responsible. And that's all you got
Hmm.
Yeah.
to do. And if it doesn't work after you do something and it doesn't still don't work, okay, it doesn't work. But don't try to figure it out how it's gonna happen, how it's gonna work. When you met him, you were just relax. You gotta relax.
Make sure when
Let
you're in the
let it be
moment,
what it
if
is.
you're eating, make sure when you're in the moment, like if you're eating, focus on the taste of the food, the texture of it, how it feels. So you're not focusing on what is I hope he likes me, or thinking about like how you're being perceived by him. Make sure you stay in your body and you stay grounded. And then whenever you're in that state, you can ask yourself, is this comfortable or not? What does this feel right? And you'll actually be able to pick up on the energies instead of your ego taking over and projecting an energy that you think you should be feeling or that you want to be feeling, and you'll actually pick up on the energy that is actually there instead of placing a filter or a projection on top of it.
Right, right, yeah, and I think that that's really good advice to just be still in the moment and yeah, take in the energy, and I think that that would be a really
Invite
good
him on the live.
I know, I saw that. I was like, if I'm in Florida 2 weeks now. If I see you go live, can you imagine? Here we are on the beach. Like, I'm like, what do you guys think? Like,
I think the meeting his family idea might be good, or at least some of his friends. So, you
yeah.
can get an idea about how he acts in front of other people. That way you can see if his character is actually what it is on the phone as it is in person. It's really hard to not be who you actually are around people that already know you. So I would maybe suggest, if he doesn't, he should suggest it. But if he doesn't, then maybe you can suggest meeting some of his friends or possibly some of his family or something like that.
Yeah, I think so for sure. I would like to meet some of his friends. His mom is in Trinidad. She lives in she lives in Miami, but she is back in Trinidad visiting family. So I don't think I'm gonna have the opportunity to meet her, but I
He's a
will get
Caribbean
to.
man?
He is, yes. He's
No.
That's cool.
well, just he's from he's from never lived in the Caribbean. His mom did till she was like 28, but then she moved here.
No
So
wonder
he's
she's
like
excited.
Caribbean, but then he
Caribbean men are different.
well, and it's weird because he has a Caribbean
They're
accent,
different.
but he never lived there. It's the weirdest thing because I guess from
His
just like growing
parents.
up around his right,
Yeah.
So, but
Hey, listen, Caribbean men are wired differently. Yes, it's different.
so
They're
what do I need to
different.
know about that? What?
Nothing. You'll know enough when you get. Listen,
Okay.
I think you have this little fear of things. You want to know before it happens. You're curious.
I'm very curious about everything in general. Yeah. So I think, but that's part of the fun of when you're getting to know somebody, anyways. It's like you just want to know, but you also are excited about the process of getting to know. So I'm going into it just yeah. But I just thought I'd see if I could get any advice, and I think that and that's true.
Take
I'm
mangoes.
just gonna go with my gut, and yeah, and yeah. Again, I'm grown, but you don't know, guys. These days, I feel like a lot of times they're after one thing, and once they get it, then they But at the same time, yeah. I mean, that's not everybody, and that's not every
Make sure you also
situation.
let
So
people like one of the other people commented. Make sure that somebody knows where you guys are going, or keep the location on your phone, so that way just I'm not trying to put that in there
yeah.
yet.
Oh
I'm just
yeah.
saying, just in
Yep.
case.
No, my mom
Because
already
of
said,
the
yeah.
dating app. So just in
Right.
But
case, just stay
Right.
safe.
How old are you?
I'm 33,
How old is he?
36.
Listen, just relax.
Mm-hmm.
Meet somebody. Just let it
Stay
flow.
grounded.
Just let.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just whatever happens, right? But you have to learn. Sometimes things are meant to be. Sometimes things ain't. Things are gonna be what it is, and you just gotta. Because listen, I think part of this is fun, right? It's fun. You meet
Yeah.
somebody, it is fun. And don't let the fun end because your own insecurities and your fear, because that will end some fun. That will make some fun stop.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and then trying to figure it out before you're there, that kills the whole vibe. So you just gotta
Yeah.
trust that you are meeting somebody. Visualize what you want. Visualize how. You know what's one of the best things that we have to do? One of the best tools that we have when we're meeting somebody. Let me give you a secret. One of the best tools that we have when we're meeting somebody is to visualize ourselves being in that person, in that presence, and visualize ourselves. They're right next to us,
Mhm.
but visualize us behaving a certain way. Visualize us speaking a certain way, and visualize ourselves being a certain way. You have to do it because then it's familiar now. So if you visualize it, it becomes familiar. So then you won't lose
Yep.
control. You won't act out because
Like
the
rehearsal.
power of visualization is you have to rehearse. So rehearse how you're gonna be. And one of the things that you have to rehearse is being relaxed, being calm. Because a
Mhm.
lot of times you let that iffy, that high energy, people be like, man, listen, you're too much. Can't. So learn to visualize your experience before you meet it. I ain't talking about panic about it or be scared about it. Visualize and control yourself in the moment so that when you go around this person, it's a natural transition. You can
Mhm.
control yourself. You can control your emotions and your thoughts. Because a lot of times when you come around people, your thoughts are different. You start to stutter. You don't know how to carry yourself because it's brand new. So don't let that be the first time. Visualize your experience. Let it be a memory so that you react
Yep.
exactly how you want to react. And I
Mhm.
think everything gonna how it's supposed to flow.
Yeah,
There's no
I
right
do
or wrong way.
too.
Yes.
Either way,
And
it's
stay
gonna be
authentic.
fun.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and stay true to
There's
myself.
no right
Yeah,
or wrong
and
way.
that's the only way I know how to be, anyways. But so that's why, and I'm just gonna try to, let him speak and let him, show him who he is and show his energy as well. But either way, it's gonna be a fun time. So I'm looking forward to,
Good.
it. And thank you all for your advice. I really appreciate it.
No
Have
problem.
fun.
No problem.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you
I
guys.
will.
Listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just don't feel responsible for the success or the failure of this. This is not
Mm-hmm.
your responsibility.
Yep.
Yep.
I agree.
You're there to have fun because I think it's sunny in Florida. You're going to have
Mhm.
fun. You're going to meet someone face to face. Who knows? Maybe you might meet the love of your life there, and it's not even that man. Keep your mind open.
That's a good
You're
point.
there just to
Stay
have
open.
fun.
Yeah.
Meet that person, and that's it. If you
Mhm.
feel like being with him, although to be honest, I wouldn't, because for me I need a STD test and all that. I don't trust people for this, to be honest. But I don't know. Do your own prevention thing and have fun. If you don't
And
feel
either
like
way,
it, don't do it.
you'll be fine.
It's uh,
Right.
either way, he accepts it. It's good.
Mhm.
He
Yep.
doesn't.
You'll be fine either way.
Florida is
Yeah.
full of beautiful people and beautiful women. He will find whatever he likes there. So
I mean, and
don't
that's
feel
true.
responsible for
Yep.
any of that. Just go have fun. And then I think
Don't have any
if he's
expectations.
Caribbean, if he's, I don't know, if he's like, yeah, are Caribbean guys like West African guys, like chill
No,
and they like to have
we
fun?
we're a little different.
No.
I can't explain, but we're a little different. We I don't want to say.
Okay.
He goes on like to a lot of carnival,
I'm from
like
the
trips and
Caribbean.
stuff. So he seems to have a lot of fun, and he lived in Miami for a while. So yeah, I think he seems to have fun and really enjoy celebrating quite a bit too, as
Right.
do I. So there's
Yeah,
that part of it. But he does seem, when I speak to him, he seems very like calm, cool, and collected. All
it's good.
But
That's good. That's
That's
good.
I don't
good.
know if that speaks to all
Well,
Caribbean men, but
no, I mean, of course not. Of course not. I'm a Caribbean man.
right,
Of course not. Everybody's not the same.
Just don't have too
Listen,
high two expectations, and you'll be
right.
fine either way if it works out or not.
Right, and
just
hey,
relax.
the weather's gonna be beautiful. I'm excited about that. I'll
Yeah,
tell you what, Wisconsin's getting cold, and I'm about to go lay on the beach. So regardless of how everything turns out with that, I'll have a good time. I know that. So
okay. But I gotta get off of here because I got my kids already going to bed. I ain't even say good night. So listen,
Yeah.
thank you, Casey, for joining us. All right, I appreciate
thank
you.
you
Okay.
all.
Bye.
Appreciate
All
it.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna do this more often. I like
Yes,
this.
it
I
was
actually like
fun.
this. I actually like this. Yeah, I actually like this.
I'll
I
wear
think
makeup next time,
this
I
is a
swear.
oh Lord, the mask lady. Um,
Hey now.
I thank you guys for everybody who came up.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate you guys for coming up. I appreciate you guys for coming up. Even the ones before this, the people who came up earlier. I appreciate you guys. Listen, please, feel free. I want to start. Even like if I'm live, I'm talking about a topic. Please feel free. I'm going to open up this box so we can answer certain questions. And please feel free. Don't you ain't got to be scared or shy. I'm not the typical person who's gonna bash you on here. I'm not. I don't do that.
If I
I'm
can
not the
come on
Kevin
like this,
Samuels.
anyone can come on.
You see what I'm saying? I
For
ain't
me.
Kevin Samuels.
And it's
I ain't one of them.
3 a.m. here.
Yeah, I ain't Kevin Samuels. I ain't one of those dudes who are gonna say all these things. Just be free and open. Um, because if you have questions, I'm sure you're not the only person who have those questions. People have these same questions that they want to know certain responses. So the questions are not bad. So I appreciate you guys for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you guys. Thank you to Morocco and Miranda for assisting and helping asking questions and stuff. So,
Thank you for having me on.
huh?
Thank you for having me on.
Yes, ma'am.
Good
Anytime,
night,
anytime,
guys.
anytime. Good night. You all be
Bye,
blessed. All
Morocco.
right. All right. I'll see you guys later. Thank you guys for in the audience. Thank you guys
Bye,
for your
Kirk. Bye,
comments.
Chad.
Bye. Thank you guys for your comments. Thank you guys for being here with me for 2 hours. Lord, thank you, Jamisha. Jamisha, next time you gotta bring your butt up here, man. Because I think you're so scared that you didn't want to come up. I don't understand why. Next time you gotta bring your butt up here. Hey Maria. Hey, listen, I want to go live on these stuff like this more often, especially what I was talking about. I don't know if you are, I hope you all were here to hear the list of the 11 things that you should be looking for when you are dating after a long break. I hope that you guys get it. I hope you understand what I was saying. Dating, I know dating is very scary these days. Dating can be very, dating can look very threatening, right? It looks very, it makes people kind of feel sick, okay? It makes folks kind of be a little insecure. So I hope that helped. I hope those 11 steps or 11 things to look for when you are dating after a long break. I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand. Yeah, Miranda. So listen, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what type of topics, if you have different type of topics that you want me to bring up or you want me to speak of, please comment under this video of what would you like me to do a live about so we can have more understanding when it comes to these type of stuff. Okay, so if you have questions or you want me to bring up a topic, a certain specific topic with dating, relationships, healing, whatever it is, feel free to comment it under this video after the live is finished, or do it now, but make sure it's safe. Okay, chakra energy and healing, you went straight there, Morago. You ain't wasting no time. Thank you, Miranda. Thank you too. Thank you. Love to you and Tim. Tell Tim he's cool in my book. More spiritual topic. Love correspondence. Got you. Okay. So more spiritual topics. All right, I got you. Okay, let me so listen, thank you guys. God be blessed. Have a beautiful night. Thank you guys for keeping me company. Thank you guys for being active in this chat. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Chakras, energy, and look at lion and healing. I got you. All right, Joy. Thank you. Joy, my apologies for if I misunderstood your question. I just thought the word settling, I thought usually it means like I didn't know. I don't look at things the same as everyone else. So I think Miranda looked at it differently from how I looked at it. So if I hope I didn't screw up your question. You all be blessed, all right? I'm out.